What is good, everybody? We are here in Dusseldorf, Germany for Crossover 2025 Gold event for the World Tour. Face Jonesy with the greatest TO to ever do it, Decknut.
Yeah, they put me here because I do a lot online. I used to. Now I run a humble, tiny online bracket called Striving for Glory every Thursday. And
Pretty tiny, just, you know, the EMEA scene.
yeah, 2 weeks ago we actually had 70 players, which is a really big number.
Jeez.
Had
Yeah.
players like Andros. I think Soap Eater as well, who's here at the event.
Yeah, Soapy here is here, of course, as well as many others, including the likes of Pikachu, Precho, Rezel here as well.
Got Nayudo Son, who is also like claimed an online warrior. First offline. Seeded top 8 though. Doing
What
so
does
well.
But that's the beauty of pools. Stuff can happen. Anything can happen during pools. Get to see maybe some unknown killers randomly pull up and just body people. Would never know.
Especially with the online as good as it is in the modern era. You can just
Exactly.
train at home.
Yeah. The beauty of rollback. And then, of course, the rank mode coming out soon. It's going to enable people to grind even more.
Looking forward to seeding people based on rank. What rank are you in, Sky?
Oh, yeah. What's your rank? Ooh, I don't know, man. You're not top 8 material.
Alright, if I see this correctly, we're going to start out with Nightfall.
Yep.
And Maso, who's Nightfall from Spain. She's playing Bridget, and we have a Kai.
Yep.
Maso from Germany, I think, plays in the regular German tournaments. The monthlies, hosted by Pixel.
Big up Pixel, of course. Helped run the 4v4 team event that was over on the Arxis channel last night, so make sure you check out that VOD. Early burst coming out from Nightfall. Can be a bit awkward for her because Bridget does like to use the Blue Wild Assault to set up yo-yos.
Yes, especially now it's like really risky as Bridget. Especially because you have a DP, you're tempted to press that. And if you miss that as Bridget, you're quite low health. So when you get hit by that, especially by Kai, who does deceptive amounts of damage.
I think people sleep on his damage, to be honest.
There's always someone like, we fight a Kai, and then we go like, what is this character's damage? I forgot about this, and then you just die.
Like, people will just be stuck in a corner, Kai's just pressing far S at you, and then you're like, wait a minute, hold on, why has Kai got such a sick button? What is happening?
Why is my health bar red? Help!
Oh, Roger dive, ain't gonna connect, but we got PRC to cover it. Air to airs. Okay, Nightfall.
Yep, getting the spacing right just outside Kai JS range, which is like one of the best air buttons in the game, which people forget about because the character is so rare. There's on the minus. This is where, as the Kai player, you gotta dial it up and just do the DP. Can't let the press. This is the Wild Assault. That is really bad, as Bridget. You lose half your burst.
I love it. Rare instances of Stun Dipper without an RC behind it. Can you imagine?
Gets that anti-overhead. Gonna get that knockdown reset. Another yo-yo. Here it comes. Low. Yeah, we're spending the burst. You have to. Last round, 100 meter on Bridget, though.
Yeah, it's so awkward about that burst because you just have to hold these killer machines. Like, you have to hold that no matter what. There's nothing that Kai can do. If you try and risk doing anything, finds the connection, Nightfall. One more tag needed. Sneaks in the low. The Toesy Woesies checks the shins.
Bridget 2 is quite deceptive. The Bridget players like to call it bad. I like to call it pretty good. But we know how we all are. My buttons are not that good. Theirs are really good.
Eternal downplay. Listen, when I play Leo, I'm like, wow, 2D's terrible. I can't believe it. Why would I ever press this button?
I would press the DP though. If it works, we get out.
There it is, the Starship, yes, the DP, reversal like you're mentioning. And like characters like Bridget and Chip, I'm always like, as if you have the the guts to DP. Playing these squishy characters and you're willing to pop off your reversals like that.
Which Chip has more so than Bridget. Chip at 4 guts is pretty tanky when he gets low health, surprisingly, so you get a bit deceptive on the health bar. And we hope this Kai health bar is deceptive because gonna hold one more. I don't think this kills. No, we have super. Never mind.
Plus the wall stick as well with the damage, but like you're saying, super killing machine closing it out. I like that Masao didn't opt to pop the burst though. I feel like it happens a lot in pools when you're a little bit nervous, especially when it's your first set and you're on stream. You're kind of like, I can still win the round, I can still win the round, so you pop burst. And it's just unwinnable kind of rounds.
There to keep it, take your chance next round. That's why we play 3 rounds, not just 1. So we also have cross round resource management, which was like made a lot more important with season 3 when they improved Wild Assault and Deflect Shield. Deflect Shield especially now way better than it used to be.
Oh yeah, it was definitely memed on. I know Pap's in the building as well.
Deflect these!
Deflect these!
Nice Nightfall going up 2-0.
Yeah, she is looking pretty solid with the Bridget. There's a surprising number of Bridgets in this bracket.
It's a popular character. You know, they typed, like, when they said in the interview, like, I don't know, I think it was the Xero interview when it was said, like, if Season 2.0 needs to succeed, and I was like, you just put Bridget content in it.
That's all you need. Get the Roger plushies, get them selling. Arxis, you know what to do, put the store going. Alright, stun dip at RC. Okay, I kind of like the idea of the set with the Fudra Arc. That's what you talk about, right? High corner damage, quite deceptive.
Wall break, no, only one more touch. It's a good way the killing machine does have positive bonus though, so we're going to be at 100 meter eventually. There we go. Now it's about how you use it. You get that. Oh, and the RC.
Wow. I was expecting maybe like just reversal. Just invul super, RC. You see that so often when people are on retention, because it's just a guaranteed way to take your turn as it were, but 2k being the option.
It also turns into RPS where you can just press because they're afraid of the 100 meter super. Oh, get out.
First time we finally see the Kai DP, I like it. There we go, Masao. Charge stun edge. Actually connects as well. Can be a bit awkward to just get that off in neutral, especially against a character like Bridget when you've got the yo-yo available, but when it's out, you find that moment.
Yes, the Sun Edge tries to shimmy overheads. Double JT, notably not an overhead, so you can't block that low as far as I'm aware. Gets the 5p though, and that's
okay.
Chunky damage. Can reset, and any hit kills gets the JK.
Yo! That's a stylish way to end that round, I like it. There we go, fighting back. 2-1 for our first set of today. Gold event, of course. We've got pools into top 32 today and then top 16, top 8 tomorrow, so stay locked in.
Yes. This is the chance to win infinite argumentative power online, but do you have Arc World Tour points?
Where are you on the leaderboard right now? Are you 5 points below me? Yeah, you're not allowed. You have no opinion.
Wild Assault again?
But that's what the Bicons do. That's what all the Bicons try and do. They try and downplay the character and they're like, well, I've got Arc World Tour points, so I think I'm allowed.
Shoutouts to Winty, single-handedly getting a novella of Viking buffs in Season 4. And we're getting more! Probably. Oh, called the killing machine for a reason.
Yeah. The rawest of machines. Skynet could never. Set point opportunity for Nightfall for her to move on in the bracket.
What does have 50 bursts, so if we need and get a block on this touch, we still have the orange Wild Assault to keep that pressure going. Gets the 2p though. No DP conversion, just gives with good old classic. Gets the 50 meter or knockdown, that is going to be deadly.
Truck stay applied as well to keep the pressure going. We have seen a lot of Fudra arcs. No reversal option on that Fudra arc pressure, but still Nightfall gonna find a hit anyway. Ooh, I like that extension.
Thunderbird not spaced well enough, doesn't connect fully, but that does connect. No RC! Past the 50 meter. Full nerfs!
Jeez, another backlash. Hold on. Magic Picks in the Dream. Hit the Pokemon music. Boo-doo, boo-doo, boo-doo.
Thanks to burst pops that super potion. And we're gonna get one more chance though.
Trying to chase down, trying to sneak in the low, ain't gonna work out. Oh my god! Yo, the Roger dive on the yo-yo! Launches the comeback, Nightfall. Takes the set 3-1. Moves on in the winner's side of pools. That's exactly what you want, especially when your first set is on stream. There's that little bit of extra nerves. It's always tough to be that first set, but Nightfall, she's looking pretty solid with the Bridget.
There's always that little buffer, but also keep in mind there's some people who excel in losers bracket. Once they're sent down, they turn into a beast, and then they just make the run of their lives.
It happens. You see it so often online, in like Soul EUs and like the Striving for Glories, where some top player, they'll get upset, and then it's like, oh god, they're in loser side. Like, something like Xander in loser side is like a mythical beast that you don't want to face. It's that type of thing.
When he plays Asuka, the deck's literally stacked against him.
Literally.
But he's on Chip now, what I know. I have fought his Chip. Chip is really scary.
Chip is scary.
It's horrifying.
Chip is so scary. I do not want to face off against the top chips. I'm fine with that. I'm trying to avoid that as much as possible. Of course, scary because of the new move as well. That rope has, like, evolved the character so much more.
I love the rope. I always say turn like one of the most linear and least interesting characters in the game into one of the most interesting, especially players like Scarf, who isn't here, but was a head stomper, for example. Uses that rope and has like all the combos left out.
It's so sick. The rope pressure is so sick to see.
It's all mids though.
It is all mids. It is all mids, to be fair.
Everyone forgets, like we're all blocking over it, we're like, oh, he's coming from the air, I gotta block over it. No, you can actually block low, which is like actually better.
It's just one of those things where you're like, because you think, oh, they're in the air, so therefore I must block high.
Yeah.
So you stand block. And then they'll just do a little empty hop into low, and you're like, oh, what the hell?
Yeah. And I got BBCF recently, and I was like, what do you mean this is an airborne low? Arakune just hitting me, and I'm like, what is this character? What is happening on my screen?
It's always the worst feeling in, like, in all sorts of games.
I've actually grown to appreciate it. I'm like, this is fucked up, and I kind of like it. I think that's the Marvel player mindset. That's kind of what you
I
need.
think, bro, that should be just the fighting player mindset. Like, if there's something busted with your character, you just run with it. Why would you not?
That's messed up, and I kind of dig that.
And then if people are like, yeah, but your team's like, your character's top tier and stuff, I'd point to the character select screen and be like, oh, well, it's right there. It's right there.
Can't do that online when they don't own the DLC.
True, they wouldn't see me pointing. I could take a screenshot and put in arrows.
You can pull the power move when you play DLC and go like, I'm going to buy you this character right now.
What's your Steam account? Let me just gift you the DLC real quick. I'm going to do a Lucy. I'll just do a quick hack and just give you the DLC.
Who's coming up? I'm actually really excited. Shoutouts to that Evo video. Which
Oh
was like kind of
my.
a trailer for Lucy. That was high production quality.
Oh my. I popped off so much when the music started playing. I'm not going to sing it. I'm not going to say it because then I'll start crying and I don't want to cry on stream. Not yet, at least. It's too early in the day for me to cry on stream. And then when it got to the quick hack bit, and I actually pulled like the audio from Cyberpunk 2077, I was like, oh, they are giving all the love to Lucy right now.
They always do. All these characters.
Oh,
like,
yeah, all the DLCs are so well made. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous. Like, every time there's an Abba, I'm just staring at Paracelsus. I'm like, what's Paracelsus?
He's so much fun. What is he doing?
What is Paracelsus? Whenever I'm just doing something daily, I'm doing my chores, I'm just going to stop doing the dishes and be like, what's Paracelsus doing right now?
How
I'm
is
just
he
wondering.
doing? How is he doing? I hope he's doing well. Anyway, we've got Xenite, who's on the bridge. No, not on the bridge. Rashad is the bridge player. Xenite is on the Viking.
所業に拉致なき沙汰あれば魔導の始末を請負いいたす己は微老の三品
Yeah, like we were saying, plenty of Bridgets, it seems, in this bracket, in the German scene in particular.
They should really sell Bridget shoes. And ask us.
I've been saying that for the longest time. Arxis, please, let me buy the Asuka shoes. Let me be dripped out.
Imagine pulling up to that with on a local. Like you just have to ask us shoes on and you pull up.
There's two things I want. I want the Leo coat and the Asuka shoes. Because realistically, I can't get the Asuka cape. That's a bit too nice. And I don't think you can realistically do the actual effect of his cape. Like IRL. Unless there's secret tech that we don't know about. Maybe there is.
The art of the game is just excellent. Like, also the transition from Extra to Strive. Like, they tried to keep Leo's long hair by making the coat have
But,
the...
yeah, with the coat, yeah.
So cool. Even though he's always just on a TV screen.
It was like his cool character development, right? Where he's become more of a proper king in that sense in Strive. Less brash and bold compared to Exile, and you see that with like the slight character change just with the hair alone. Cool little tidbits.
Yeah, it was like that when Disney released. I was like, look at the camera animation. I was actually predicting exactly how her animation would play out. Because you could tell in Plus R she was really afraid. And then in Extra she just reels back, and then I predicted in Strive she would just work with them together. And yeah. And that's exactly what happened. And it was popping up in the Discord.
Yeah, if there was anyone that was hyper-analyzing every single bit of Dizzy, it's probably going to be you, to be fair.
Right, I think we're already in the game. No, but that's still a button check.
We are
no?
perma-checking bullets, I like it. Gotta make sure everything's sorted.
Running into a bit of trouble with the controllers, I think.
Yeah, looking like it, of course.
Viking Bridget, of course, like, not to go too deep into the matchup, but it's one of those where if Viking gets in, Bridget dies.
Yeah, yeah.
Which she should. It's Viking.
It is Viking. And I think current Viking as well, very strong just in neutral in general, so it can be a bit sus for Bridget just to throw out buttons. There's a little bit of like RPS just in neutral itself, where it's like if Bridget actually commits to like a Forest or a Farhate or something, and Viken's already in the air, the Bridget might as well just focus on the next round.
Yeah, sometimes they always have the IADJS in the back pocket, like that's the meme, right?
It's not even in the back pocket, it's just out in front of them.
And then you still can't fight it and you're like, ah, damn it.
Like these Viking players, I'm telling you, they're like, oh wait, they're dealing with IADJS, it's time to 2H now. 2H isn't working, I'm just gonna go raw tether.
And they did actually give her the movement speed buff, which I never thought they'd give her. All the Viking players asking for it, I thought that never happened, and they actually did.
They did. And
there we go, there's first interaction.
Literally, frame one. Early burst, getting popped from Raz.
And now you're in Viking pressure with no burst, but you're gonna guess the close flash.
Ooh, wow, we are swinging off the first knockdown.
We have the burst ready, so we can just swing. Does not have the rope combos ready, because I think Bridget does have some of those.
Yeah, I'd assume so. No, to be honest, if you're Zenite in this situation, you're thinking, well, I did overdrive reversal, and I barely took any damage. Something to maybe keep in mind of you, Sanson, to lock down. Starship, though, does get the reversal, the DP off.
Hoping the round takes off from here, just like that Starship. Gonna get the low. No, trying to reversling again.
Yo. It's like,
they're not that sponsored by Season 4.
Oh my days. That's a little bit of hell. Oh, yeah, the 6P.
What do you mean that's the first round?
These players need to know that we're here for like the whole day. They can't, my blood pressure. If I started wearing smartwatches, I'd be getting pings constantly.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's it, yo! Jeez! Oh yeah, walk the bear to the next stage. Roger Platinum. Hola, hola. Oh!
Ooh. That parry 12-slash counter it this time, not in space for parry and the burst.
Beautiful stuff. Oh no! If there's a character, you don't let this character. Oh, never mind. I don't think that's going to tag. No, it's not.
And too high on the Yosans, and that is minus despite the move usually being plus. They did give her the Dyson on the cross-up Yosansin.
Yeah.
Which is also plus.
Yeah, the Dyson. I wasn't a fan of personally, but I'm sure all the Vikings were.
I wonder what Snake Bellman think about it. Move that's good on block and on hit. You don't throw. No to IDJS this time. Tries to block. Gets the JS this time. Gonna be in the corner though. Gonna get out with that exact cross-up Yosansa that we talked about. But no cross.
Speak of tethered up. Does find a 2k challenge. Too much, but still. Okay. Zenite does have meter available. Opts to burst. 50 tension. What's the OP off this? What we doing? Oh! JS air to air. Straight to the super. What?
Then get the reversal, get the 5D in the combo Black Beat, because that was, I think, with the Guard Crush. Get in, and overhead again, counter hit.
Okay. These are close rounds. And that pretty much should have really been Zenite's had that super not dropped. It's probably going to be enough damage, not going to lie. Oh, yo. Let's not get too cheeky now with the command grabs.
It clashed with the Far Slash. Bridget, luckily though, always has a Gatling from it, so he's already pressing that. As the Viking player, we've got to be aware and already be covering something behind. And there we go with mixed Dices. The best on the market.
I'm holding my breath. I'm not. Okay, no drops this time. Cleaned up a little bit. What do we do off this? Ooh, whatever.
Spending the burst. And we're going to get stuck from it.
Oh, it was just like showing off yo-yo tricks and suddenly someone pulls out fireworks.
Never bring a yo-yo to a gunfight. But the yo-yos are guns, no? They have like little bullets, they're designed around revolver rounds.
True. Is the yo-yo actually a gun? This is something we need to know.
Can she shoot? Does she just choose not to? Is Bridget aura farming as a bounty hunter?
He's away. Could have maybe just opted to not FD to then get maybe like a close S, but either way, punish is a punish.
That is not a return yo-yo, so we can go behind it. No problem. Gets them countered by the JS, counter hit, close slash, and that should just kill the up the meter.
Oh! Okay, tech. Landed button. Sets with the yo-yo, does get the throw, can get pick up off this as well.
I imagine we're gonna reset into one more mix.
Yeah, come on, it's Bike and JP Gus. Plus a Bridget, it's gonna do little the Roger dive. But it's JP Gus and Bridget damage, it is gonna be enough.
Nice Russian taking game 2? Yes. Going over 2-0.
2-0, but yet again, rounds down to the wire. But she's looking pretty strong right now on the Bridget.
I'm happy I'm not wearing a smartwatch. Right? These matches are so stressful. Generally, if you go to locals, also go to locals.
Yes, if you have the opportunity, always try and go to your offlines.
The early pool runs are where we all gather, because those are close. Those are really close. Also cheering for our homies, like the crowd here is.
You gotta always. If there's someone that's gonna cheer, it's gonna be Flash now.
Get that close slash. Gonna reset one more time. No parries yet. Something I all
really seen. Point, I like it. We've seen a lot of like just supers on reversals, but no parries. Set point for Raz.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Ooh, 2H on the Brown Star, calling out the 6P. We've seen IADJS a lot, so it makes sense now to sneak in the lows.
It's the hit important. No wild assault available to extend that blocking, so those hits are really important. Gets the wall break, no super full super wall break, that's going to be a Viking on the loose with full burst then. 50 tension.
Rashan does now build back up to I thought the burst was about to get baited there. Missing anti-air pickup. Ooh, can you hit it? Ooh, yo!
Easy mix-up. I know that mix-up 2-0. But keeping it for the last round, last interaction is a big round.
That's devious.
That's evil. I'm not sure, but I think that's the player 2 specific one as well. I know Bridget has one, and they never changed it. She has a mix-up that only works when you're player 2 side. It has something to do with like collision.
Oh, really?
And how the characters... I don't remember fully, but it's like... Jacko has good as well.
I can't believe it. Bridget players are going to be moving like melee players. Are going to be like, can I get poor priority, please? We're going to see RPSs to see who gets player 1 and player 2 side. I didn't know that.
One extra frame of throw, hit stun.
Yeah.
That's what it does in Melee. The player 1 wins the throw clash, but player 2 gets 1 extra frame of hit stun out of the throw.
Yeah. So that's why you always see that.
Definitely a 2002 game.
Damn. Grey hairs just got grown out of nowhere. Oh my god. Ugh. Jesus. So Raz-chan gonna move on the winner side of pools. Keep things moving. A1, and I believe that was then to face off, I guess. I think, if I'm not mistaken, against Patchy, but I'll double check the bracket.
That is going to be a round of all time. That is going to be scary.
I believe. Yeah, it was. So. Oh no, it's for against Preacher, actually. I was wrong, so it'd be Preacher Raz-chan.
Yeah, it's actually Nightfall facing against Padachi.
Yeah, so
the
it's
first round.
Preacher Raz-chan then to get into winner side top 32. Preacher, of course, with the crazy Evo run. I'm sure we'll see later on today.
Which is also crazy, going to America for Evo and then pulling back up right.
I don't know. Actually, no, I do. Let's be real. She is fueled purely by Monster.
She drank 6 white monsters and she let it create a 7th.
Literally. Like, I'm just going to keep looking around. I'll see Preacher walk past and then there's just like 2 cans. A can for each hand.
Did they sell it here? Because that's the only way she gets it in here, because they're confiscating drinks.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Snuck in the bag. Ooh, we might need security on this one.
She's gonna be gimped. We're gimping Pretro. Where's the monster?
Weakening.
Alright, we're gonna have Mox. It says she's Dutch, but she's actually from America originally.
Oh,
She's
really?
American. She lives in the Netherlands, but she is from America originally. Talking about America.
Ah. Okay, up against Wolfie. Swiss Sin in the building. So it's like we'll be in Leo Sin.
I do kind of think the other colors from Leo like kind of lose the touch with the hair and the...
It does, yeah. But the problem is I'm like, I do change the colour. Shells. I always take colour 7 just because I like the faded purple. The faded purple lens coat is clean. But I'm liking the Sin colour, I can't lie.
It's nice. The pink's always really nice. I'm so deep, I always just pick base Dizzy. It's a color nobody else picks, ironically enough. Right. Mox is not a Leo player usually. She is a Baiken. So we're probably not going to see the Leo. This looks like butt check to me. Yep.
Still, to this day, the question will always be the EVA gold burst.
I am afraid of flash cooks because C4 is in the venue. And if I accidentally fall into DC, he's going to walk over.
Luckily, I think he is he's locked in for Exard for now, so he might not hear you.
He'll watch the VOD and come.
He'll watch the VOD and then send you a DM and be like, I noticed what you said.
Last year did give me top 32 to commentate, like he gave up his spot from me because the pool spot was cut short. And in exchange I promised to never call a flash kick a DP again. I might do it on accident.
Oh,
I don't do it out of disrespect for the flash kicks.
but there are some Leos. I think Engel's here at least.
Yeah.
So got at least the German Leo to cover. So it's all good in that regards.
The
biking intro is so cool, man. We need to sometimes go back and just look at the game and go like, this looks beautiful. Strive is the most beautiful fighting game on the market right now, in my opinion.
Bit disrespectful to Nen Impact, but it's okay.
Hashtag Nen it up.
Hashtag get Nend on.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say the Nen word.
I'll go Nenderfuls.
If we already evolved into Neanderthals.
Devolved.
No, evolved.
Oh, okay, Mox. Is this still a butt check?
I don't think it is. Was it Bike and JP? Okay, rare instance. I get that JP is.
Still though, had to hold the 50-50. Mox being aware, didn't try and press a button. Off the reaction to the drop. Was ready for the setup afterwards. Oh,
that crossed up?
I can't believe it. There was like a pixel to steal.
That's evil.
Still though, farm is off that cross up. You're now stuck in the corner. You've got to hold that tech on the throat. Get off me. Self time. JH, same side connects. 100 tension with the bike. Oh, that was not.
Shoot him! No!
We are scrambling a little bit.
Shoot him! Oh, it missed!
It whiffed. We had a blank in the gun. Oh no.
That is a winty tweet.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute. Wolfie, what do you got?
We're getting thrown! Trying to go for the fake Oki.
A bit scrambly towards the back end of that round, but Mox at least managed to clean it up a little bit.
Worthy probably trying to bait the parry. Gets the close slash on the little hitbox extension on the H covering. Are we immediately going to repair it? We can't backdash that. That is not what we want to do.
Okay, Elwin sneaks in, forces the burst at least. We're gonna burst on either side of the clash. We take those honestly if you're sitting. You don't want to do some damage. Side drop, gonna get the pick up. What? We just wake up 2D. What's happening?
Oh, still no RC is like one of the most common pools mistake. Still no bank.
Right back at you. You just do your Sansen again.
The most pools thing ever is having meter and not spending it. Get it? Get that knocked down again. Cross up your Sansen. Dice invest on the market still. Get that plus and block the zombie.
Spend stamina to keep the pressure going. Does find the pick up here. Comes tech.
That is in full Keyskate fashion. The entire health bar in red. And one more shot if the little boy, the little maturing boy, gonna hit you. He's 5 years old, don't let him hit you. Safety Mox out, tries to go for the throw, but gets clipped. We're looking for the burst, there we go.
Problem is though, Mox is sitting on full burst with 50 tension. It's gonna be so tough for the Sin. Still though, finds the L-Kun. Mox holding onto the burst, not popping it, still stuck in the corner. YRC. Oh my!
Can't be doing that, Mox. That's evil.
Oh!
You got judged for your crimes.
Sleep side, JH again connected. Or if Wolfie's just like expecting old Tatami Mat to land. Instead we're seeing a sneaky little JH connect. Oh, counter pickups.
Got the sticky little power slash. And to be on the IODJS 100 meter on Mox though, so she has free reign over neutral here. Neutral is a hoax. Neutral is for people without meter, as we like to say.
Spitting. All it takes is BRC, and then you've skipped it completely. First, back up just in time. Some tension in a dream. BRC gonna get the pick up. Hold on, wait a minute, Wolfie. Oh, Marks though, she got the blocks. I've already lost track of how many rounds have been won purely off just a Yo Sansa.
All of them.
All, it actually might be all of them.
And we're going back to character select. Are we gonna age up the Keyskate, or do we have another character?
Honestly, it could even be just chilling in character. Never mind. It's not, we are not chilling. We are no longer chilling. We are pure violence now. Okay.
Oh, we're uploading a clip of it. That's how violent we're gonna get it. Don't change the music. We don't. Yeah.
Get over nightmares.
My goat. That song's so good.
Bro, the title is so factual for the swap from Sin to Potemkin. Oh my. Let's see, Bike and Potemkin now. Okay.
Gets a slide at Miki. That's the enemy #1 of social media for pot. Slide it. For some reason. That move has just done it to people. And this time gets the backdash. 6 invuln, so can backdash to that now pot. But still gonna be minus, so if Mox calls that out, oh, back throw.
Garuda, what are we doing off that? Trying to catch the backdash, ain't gonna bite though. Yet again, back for it to punish. Gigantic hide, the Aegis all connects.
Has the meter box the overhead this time. We've seen enough of them. Has the backwards Mega Fist on the... We're just sending it.
I love it. All in. Put all the chips on the table. The fake out with the flick. I think Mark's probably thought, oh, you've mistimed your meaty, so I can probably press on wave up. So, psych!
Or Mega Fist hits late. Probably plus. Be in the corner though. Potemkin has a lot of health though. Gonna resist this and gonna get a bit of burst back. Watch the boss that happens. That 5H actually, a nerf. Could have picked up that combo before Season 4. Actually nerfed the wall bounce. Removed it entirely from the 5H. Instead it now combos mid-screen, which is probably way better.
Yeah, I thought that's a bit more consistent. 100 tension. Mox just needs to find one hit. Oh my days. Yeah, I like it. Get off all the keys. Wolfie couldn't actually get the 6p off in time, so why not? Press all those P buttons. Mox. Set point. Opportunity.
New rope. We already hit the old one. Actually, I wonder if they used that rope to make the sprite for chip one.
My brain just exploded because you might be right. Because all you have to do is just change like the color on it. It is literally the same kind of I'm going too deep now into the rope.
My bad.
Oh, meanwhile, Mox is cooking with the combos.
Needs one more touch and that is going to be the winner's bracket route for her. Oh, missed the throw though.
Problem is now, yet again, slight weird timing on the flick, trying to get a cheeky Garuda off. Instead, doesn't work out. Mox moves on in the winner's side of pools. I think, was that maybe? I'll double check the bracket real quick. We'll see if that was for top 32 or not. Because we are in the A side of pools 2, A side pools, and then B wave coming up afterwards. Yeah, so that was to get into winner's side of top 32, so congrats to Mox for moving on, getting out of pools. Mission accomplished.
Yeah.
For step 1, at the very least, to try and get Arxis points.
Infinite argumentative power online.
It's always, I'm telling you, it's always Bikons. Biker players are always the ones that are like, yes, I have the points, now I can argue my point. No other character. I'm telling you. But yeah, looking at it, Pachu also beat Nightfall 3-0, so moved on to winner's side top 32. Demi Shio, who, as we know, Sammy, also won 3-0. Cryon with the 3-1. Got, what was it, 9th at Hessen? That just previously happened, so let's see Cryon on stream maybe later on today.
A player who actually does really well, apparently, the German monthlies. Who I've never heard doesn't enter the more bigger regional onlines that I host and usually watch. So definitely a new name, and Pixel was like, this guy's really good.
I think it was the VOD I last saw of Cryon was playing Elfel. But it wasn't the Hessen VOD, it was like an older Hessen VOD or something. So I'm like, maybe it could have swapped, maybe not quite sure.
Alpha kind of slipping under the radar.
I think she just has a couple of bad matchups that are also some of the better characters in the game, which is why she's probably a bit under the radar in that regard, where it's like, against the rest of the cast, she's really strong. But then if an Elfelt runs into Leo, you might as well just say, I'm DQing. If you run into Sin, probably say you're DQing.
Already wave goodbye, see you and losers. Good.
Yeah, pretty much. Just like, you go to the TO, you're like, what character does this person play? Potemkin. See you and losers.
There's the reverse of like, you know, in Smash Days, there's this like one post where it's like, is there a name for an all DK bracket? And then someone responded with, isn't that just the losers bracket?
Oh.
And we have the reverse with Potemkin, isn't that just the winners bracket? At this point.
So I think it's our last A2 set looking, oh no, other than some of the losing sets, because losing sets will be streamed.
And that is Oily, and that is a button check. I know Oily is not playing the Dizzy.
I think...
Unless she's doing it for me.
I think she might be doing it for you. I think she might be doing it for you.
Because she usually plays Mei.
She is definitely the Mei player.
Oh, these colors? Yeah, this is definitely not... This has to be one checking if the color 15 are actually banned in the tournament.
Really?
Yeah, these are actually banned as per official rule set. Because they can be misleading, and I can also tell, like on some characters they look a bit weird.
So this will be Olive Oily up against Rio with the Eno. Olive Oily, of course, with the main. Has travelled a fair amount throughout a couple of the gold events, and then, of course, a lot of the tweets that Olive does for like the updating the leaderboards with really amazing graphics is someone that you should definitely follow on Twitter for, and also does a lot of like the Liquipedia stuff for Strive as well. So a lot of behind the scenes work that Olive Oily does.
She doesn't get enough credit.
Legit.
She does the Liquipedia basically all by herself, and she keeps it up to date. She like literally runs after Arc System Work esports to get all the data. Like she literally emails them.
But because like she doesn't put her name at the bottom or anything, people just don't. I wasn't aware for the longest time until I was like, well, I don't have a Liquipedia page, and then you told me about that.
She's offline Arc World Tour's strongest warrior. She goes to every event, she keeps the Liquipedia up to date. And she plays, too. And this is already, I think, for top 32 as well.
Yeah, I think, looking at it, so she got like 9th in OTB and 9th in Hessen. So 2 9ths just outside of those top 8 ranges, so maybe, just maybe, can break that duck to get a top 8 finish here. But this is all Dorito right now, oh my goodness.
That air backdash not going to be caught, she's allowed to block now, which I don't think she was always able to.
Dorito, of course, the Spanish Eno. Didn't do too well at head stomping though, unfortunately, 25th. Bit of a struggle bus.
Has been pulling up more to the online recently.
Yeah, really putting in a grind.
Doing better and better.
And starting to get results off those onlines at the very least, so it's just now about translating it to your offline results. Which is always a tough step to do, right? Because you're at a different venue, different setup.
But at least it's usually, I think events usually try to keep it consistent on either on PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 4 Pro or PlayStation 5, which is like roughly equal.
But even then, it could even just be a case of just your audio setup. Like, there's a bit more bass to certain moves or something on your headset that just might slightly put you off a little bit if you're not used to traveling to offlines.
I'm gonna use that next time I don't block the dust layer. Sorry, too much bass.
Too much bass. I wasn't ready.
Really though, does have a burst blocked. Have one more chance, trying to use Thunder per air home, and Eno says go back to the ship.
Yeah, the May Dipper didn't quite work out there, unfortunately. We're going to take the first game here. Both players looking to move on in winner's side top 32 from their pool.
That could have hurt. Doesn't get the conversion, Dorito got lucky. That would have been a lot of damage. May does have the Giant Anchor, did have the power type, and she did actually get a lot of damage buffs in Season 4, which they immediately reverted in the emergency patch because she was just killing people.
I think, yeah. If there's a character that maybe doesn't need the damage buffs, it could be May. Apologies to like Slash and other Mays, but don't think you need that. Oh, the backdash with the 5P punish! Yo!
It was a bit of a funny patch to read. It was like, oh yeah, our goal is to decrease damage overall and increase interaction, and then you just see May, it's like damage increase, damage increase, damage increase, damage increase. And then she hits you with a 5 edge and you're like, okay, we're back in Season 2.
Legit. Charge. Charge button, it's over for me. I bet I got counter hit. Regretting life decisions. Oh, didn't turn around from no plate, that's unfortunate.
The break case, 5P conversion, not on deck, no ball break, reset with the ball. 5's not hitting, block those, but practice online. I can block them and roll back, I can block them offline.
Honestly, that whole pressure sequence from Olive Oily was so clean as well. 6B, 6B. Put in the work, put in the shift, YRC to deal with the pressure.
Dolphin kiss on the cheeks. Oh, ball! Pick up and 6P again on the Dolphin. Really on top of this. Plays the main matchup quite a bit.
Got the low. Should be able to close that round out. Yeah, Dorito looking pretty comfortable against the May. Finding the right times on these points to deflect shield. But it's tough against Eno even if you're deflecting like stroke the big tree, because then if they cancel into Chemical Love, you're still kind of just holding it.
And especially like really scary, like always ask Eno players like how do I block this, and the Eno players just shake their head, you're not meant to.
Your issue was you're blocking in the first place.
As much as we joke about the active defense against, you really gotta like find the spots.
You've got to just find your spot to press. You have to. As weird as it says, you have to be disrespectful.
Yeah, you can't just like block because you're eventually gonna lose. Because you're not meant to block infinite makes, you're just meant to press at some point. There we go.
Speak up, right there. And a character like me, you're happy to just trade them. You need that moment to get your dolphin charge ready. Speak up, to get key fans connection. Oi, blocked by the rostrum. That's the technical term, the rostrum. That is the snout of the dolphin. The rostrum.
I'm gonna go back to biology class to commentate stripes. Just for the like 1 or 2 May players we have. There's not that many. The character's not very popular.
Which is weird to kind of say, to be honest.
But she's popular amongst artists, at least.
Yeah. And then whenever people talk about me, they're like, oh, this character's crazy, this character's ridiculous. And you look at results, you're like, who are the mates? Slash. But Slash is like locked in on 2xKO. Oof. Positive bonus for Olive.
It's just by the JS, we don't even need standard prayer home or any fancy mix-up, we just need a big, good old big button.
Like, we've seen a couple times where Dorito's just trying to get a cheeky 5p or something off so that you can get an easier juggle. But that's the risk when you don't just go for like 6p and use your upper body invul.
Yeah, the one thing those buttons always remind me of the good old times of Latif always playing Slash and then fighting these air buttons and finding them unentirable and losing his mind every time he gets hit.
Unmesswittable.
That's
Ooh, I see what the idea behind that jump cancel was. Could maybe just be like, oh, see how I got this pickup? Trying to just react preemptively to a burst option. Question is, where's the YRC? Is there going to be a YRC?
didn't press on the MLA, so now gonna have to hold that. Gonna get sent to the wall. They could not YRC the MLA. Car Crush, which is getting nerfed in 2 weeks, but it's not getting nerfed. You know, make sure just press 5p.
I can't wait.
That had so much reach.
RC off the stroke. Finds the hit. Burrito. Hold on. With the salsa.
And that is now set point. Again.
Plus frames off the Mad Love. We were talking about like how Chip with the ring got to evolve as a character. Oh! Got kept checkdowns! No! The day one!
Can't press.
Not like this.
I guess the BRC conversion though.
Oh no!
Oh, that's the good old combo where you do like whale, you put it behind you as a whale. Had no meter for it though, now it's gonna get one more chance.
That's just hella unfortunate, that drop. You could pause the frame on the moment that May heart got broken then. Unfortunate. Olive though still in the pools, just has to play Duke it out in the losing side of pools. Dorito moves on to winner side top 32, so already looking to try and do better than their previous offline at a gold event at Head Stomper where they got 25th. Pretty much guaranteed that. All it takes is one more win for Dorito to try and do even better.
It definitely has improved since Hessen Crash, which wasn't so long ago.
It really wasn't, but that just shows how players are capable of improving to a ridiculous level.
From what I heard, channeled some Daro energy on Twitter. Whatever that means is up to the viewer. But we have Tiny Daro here then.
In the good or the bad way, that's the real question.
In gameplay, it's a good thing.
In-game then, we'll put in
in-game.
parentheses, in-game.
In-game.
Trying to be like Daro in-game.
Daro is really, really good.
If there's someone to try and replicate like, that is probably the only to replicate off of.
That is the most loyal person I've ever seen to a character in my life.
Legit. That is character loyalty to a T. Sanford Kelly and the famous clip could never. No pick in a top tier today, no.
Literally every patch plays players like she's unplayable bottom one. Daro is like hold my beer.
Let me gap real quick.
There was one time where he said, okay, this character's not good enough for me to play, and then it was like not even a couple days later, he's like, hold on. It's Eno, I'm just gonna win.
This is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I'm excited to see what Eno's going to be like. Like you're saying, the new patch coming up soon with the Guard Crush, Wild Assault Nurse. I know that you're happy about it.
I've been very loud about it for 2 years.
For 2.
It's been 2 years, it's crazy.
You know that image of the person when they walk away after mining for so long and there's diamonds just like 1 chip away? You're like the opposite. You're like, I've finally broken through.
Never stop mining.
Never stop mining. To all my Minecrafters out there, never stop mining for your diamonds. It's all good.
I'm like that guy from Pokemon X. It's been 3,000 years, but I have...
Oh.
I just have Dizzy being Guard Crushed in my hand, and it's like... Who's also getting buffed, finally! Not a single top 24 representation in 9 months.
That's a fact that you've probably held on to for the longest time in your
I was
life.
waiting for Evo to say it. Because people were like, oh no, she's viable, she's good enough. Show me the results.
This is like Joe being like noticing No Testament in top 96 or whatever of Evo. I'm like, yeah, okay. Well, purely because Simfukai didn't go.
Simfukai literally DQ'd, I think.
Yeah. Had like, I think travel issues, so
Yeah.
couldn't attend. But I feel like if Simfukai was there would at least be a testament in the 1 pick.
Yeah, also they have a lot of online results.
Yeah, they...
And like offline too.
Yeah, whenever I do like stuff like Paragon, whenever I did TNS, Simfukai was always a name that would always break those like top 8 spots.
Yeah, shoutouts to Paluna, who did get 1 top 8. That is her 1 result, top 8 PNS. Immediately got Jack though. Jack also incredible player. I love watching Jack.
Jack is ridiculous.
He's so good. His gameplay also is similar to Andros, right? When I watch him, I just get this feeling that he loves the game. Like Andros is the same, where when you watch him play, it's just like he loves the game.
Yeah.
You can tell. And he also spends the time, like he...
I think it's... Because it feels like whenever it's like goes to off, when it like hits offline, it's like Jack's top seed still, but then doesn't quite get to like the top 4 marks that you'd expect, or top 3 that you'd expect from Jack. So it's sick that with Evo, it's now that sort of, that's been broken a little bit now, and it gives, it should give Jack more and more confidence throughout the Arc World Tour season.
And here now we have pronounced Dave, written T.I., who is the Jacko against Spacebox, who is on ramp. Oh, now I remember, I've actually seen Spacebox in the German tournaments.
I might need production to do that for pre-show as well. Otherwise, I'm going to open up EME Discord, and there's going to be like 15 ads being like, you're pronouncing it wrong. I'm just going to be like, oh, stop looking.
Just keep pronouncing it that way.
I should just all in and go pre-chore.
Pre-chore is crazy. That would be the most brilliant way to pronounce it.
That's what I'm going to have to now. Ooh.
Yes, now see. They're one of the most fervent Jacko Explosion believers. I'm not in that camp. I've been calling that move bad for 4 years. He's been out for 4 years.
Yeah, Dave's got extra pressure because any round that isn't optimal, you're going to be like, this round's terrible.
Yeah, the Jacko combos manifest in my head when I see any hit.
Literally, whenever I see Nitro's Jacko or something, I'm like, what does Deck think of these combos right now? How are we feeling?
I don't even want to know how terrifying Nitro would be if he had the combos.
Oh.
Nitro is the punk of Jacko. Godlike neutral, godlike offense, godlike defense, but no combos.
I was saying that about Punk when I did FlyQuest for Street Fighter, and then Punk was like, why are you saying I'm a nothing burger? I'm like, no, I'm saying your neutral's godlike. Well, I was in a Discord with a soul getting tilted over the combos.
Yeah, that is me. I always pull up to to someone's DMs and go like, could have done this, you know? And that would have done like 50 more damage sometimes.
No wall break. Oh no! I actually need that positive as well.
Yeah, Jacko loves positive. She loves resources. She generates a lot of them. And that will kill it.
The problem was Spacebox, you're so close to 50 tension. Positive would have ticked you over, then you could have watched out that round and instead goes the other way, goes the way of day.
Yeah, also denying that Wallsplat burst regen. It would have gotten Spacebox to 50 burst, which is also something to keep in mind of, which I think is really interesting. That this is a really unique mechanic to Strive, especially, is the wall break. which has gotten even more of a decision now that you have a lot of wall break walls flat burst. Like, do I want to break the wall or do I like want to reset?
Yeah, you saw like how the slump sort of developed, and the Narcissus is like, let's not allow this. This is getting a bit too one-sided. The whole idea behind the wall breaks was to stop this kind of thing happening. But even now, you see slumps when the opponent has full burst, but you're like, I'm just gonna deny the burst anyway. Jack and pressure, coming in the corner with the minion out as well.
Had the right idea, get the 16, but wasn't active enough. I guess the Jade counter hit, no conversions. Yeah, those combos were killed 2 years ago. You can't do them anymore. But 2 years ago, Ram wouldn't be alive because season 4 buffed all character health and that counter is gonna hurt. Not close enough to the corner and gonna get to KDB.
Unfortunate at the very least. Full burst for this next round. And Jacko will have to take that clash because he pushes around full screen, so now you can safely get the minion out. So when you're in this situation where it's like full screen, mid screen, if you're the Ram, you don't really want to hard commit to a sword toss. So your options just to deal with a minion straight off the bat is a bit more limited.
I'm gonna get the corner, get the RC beta, but no sword. This is actually that is season 4. That is their goal with Ram. If you don't pay attention and your sword's gone, you drop the combo. Now full burst. I really hope Day doesn't spend it yet. Not
that
a cool
would have
move.
been a bit of a greedy burst, to say the least. A gluttonous burst.
That would have gone past the hero burst and into the mythical burst.
SSR burst.
Returning into full glory at that point.
Trying to just do gacha burst now.
We're not playing multi-club, there is no Nekar, there is no gacha.
Next season. Neko next season is time. Time to go full esports.
Time to put a fake character in the game.
Oh, nay.
Not close enough to wall and get the wall break.
Might get the combo after the dust though, that's unfortunate. Now you gotta hold the mix. Empty low, resets with the throw. Wall stick, even need the Illusion Driver. Day. 2-0 up, and this is a loser's side set as well, so tournament life, bracket life on the line here.
So that is quite early and quite scary. But also, it's not all bad because you're still here, and if you're out, you can go play family.
Yeah, and enjoy the vibe of the venue itself, and maybe you're in other events. There's plenty of different games.
Also, really spacious venue we have. Like, crossover, really good venue.
Yeah, the venue itself, I think that helps because outside it was quite warm. I decided to be bold and walk from my hotel to the venue, and the walk was killer. Oh, safe jumps, RC though to stay safe.
Actually,
Now you gotta be careful. Just slap away the minion with the fadeaway.
Get the TRS, that is my favorite super in the game. Get that in. That minion's still there, you gotta be scared. That is a 3-framer waiting for you.
Yeah, but look at all that blocks them though.
Yep, that is the right play. That is how you fight that.
Love that sequence from Spacebox because they just couldn't even do anything with that minion at all. Permanently stuck dealing with the pressure.
The last 3-framer left in the game is Jackal minion clap with the guard up.
Should have never mentioned that. Jackers are now like, no! There's still 2 weeks, I can still get changed.
I've been asking for this super to get nerfed ever since they buffed it. Actually, before they buffed it, I was like, what are they doing?
Well, the Salt's got the minion set up. Buffs the minion up as well. It's looking long because now you're tensionless. You have to try and empty as much as possible. You're slowly getting chipped away. Take into it again.
This is so season.
Why is this player one-sided?
It used to be even worse.
I can't believe it. If that round ended, I would have just started doing the Final Fantasy music. I would have gone.
We should start when we see that we don't have enough Jackal players, but when we see that, we should do the thing that tag players always do when there's a happy birthday. Hey. Put on block.
Much Jackal players on block. Oh no.
We're trying to cross up. We got 6 POS in the bag.
5K does get the low, forces the burst, buff the minion now. Try to swipe and no swipe with the RC, pull back throw for your troubles. Ooh, blocks though, defense.
Alright. can get that. Iron blocks the burst. You have the combos. No, you're too far away. Actually couldn't convert.
Yeah, and I think I love that recognizing that from Day. Boxes said to keep the pressure going, finds the hit afterwards, Elysian drive there is enough.
Dash take on staying alive. Be moving on in losers.
Yep, unfortunately, the end of Space Box's run here in Strive doesn't quite get out of pools. Always a rough feeling when you're so close to getting out of pools, but you fall at the last hurdle. If Spacebox is signed up to other events though, can easily lock in, and like you're saying, the venue itself is great. There's a food truck outside, cold beverages and all sorts available.
It's quite nice. They're taking good care of us, the players, and the commentators, and the staff.
Yeah, I think when I was talking about it with like Ruzer and C4 when we were at the airport waiting for SWAT skill to pick us up, Ruzer was like, yeah, the hospitality is second to none at this event. It's one of the best in terms of in that regard.
Yeah, Blue wants to make sure who does Strive and really putting in the effort for Grand Blue and Strive as well.
Yeah.
He really wants to make sure that people feel welcome and like taken care of, especially the staff and casters. Because they don't get enough of the spotlight, as much of the spotlight as the players do.
The staff in particular.
Staff in particular.
Like realistically, we just go on the screen, we try and look good for the camera. I say try because like, but all of us, like our lives are made so much easier by the mothership, the production, all the people in the background, the TOs, the stream runners, making the pools run smoothly as possible. Because like, we're pretty much onto like the losers portions now of Wave 8 already. So even though the stream itself started a little bit behind schedule, like 10 minutes late or so, the audio problem got fixed like so quickly. Could have been even longer of a delay. But the pools itself is like sped through.
That's also a good organization because it means you have the player ready, you have them called out on time.
On time. Man, like, flash no!
The French pulling up. They're gonna be more prevalent later, I imagine. Wave B as well. I can imagine Orochi's here, I think.
It's Orochi and Patachu are the other French reps, because Pat didn't sign up for Strive. Might have signed up for Grand Blue, but I didn't check the Grand Blue bracket. But I know that's been Pat's like focus a little bit more.
Also an Aquato Gold, I think, for Grand Blue.
Yeah. So definitely something to keep an eye on then, I think. That'll get streamed a little bit later on. I know top 16 at the very least does get streamed later on after Strive top 32, I believe, so get that Grand Blue action.
Also a game that got a pack literally, what, last week Tuesday?
Something like that, yeah, because Wellness just dropped.
So, such a cool character. The art team always knocks it out of the park.
That character is pure flexing, it's so sick. If Set from League was in a fighting game, that is Wellness to a T.
I would actually say Wellness goes one step further. He doesn't even look at you, he looks above you.
Oh.
And the way he walks, and he has a special where he literally kicks you to the other side of the screen.
Can we get Wellness in Strive, please?
Man.
I know there's a modder somewhere out there that could do that.
He walks like he's already beaten you.
Exactly, it's peak. Alright. So Flash no Tube. Hungarian Soul. Showing the variety of countries here at Crossover. France against Hungary in Germany.
We're not even in Germany yet. That was really scary. I was seeing the close lash before my eyes. Luke taking it safe though, and this time spending the burst does have to feed it. Miss simple record.
Alright, Flash no, you need to chill. Please. Deep breaths. Some drops here and there from both players really, but it makes sense. We are in the loser side of pools. Mistakes can be that little bit more costly. It might play on your mental. Gets the stick. Not going to be enough though. Hold on.
Yeah, Rick. You know, I always love to call these low health situations sponsored by Season 4 because everybody got that little bit of extra health.
People are like, what the hell? Damage is still pretty high, and you're like, ah, wait a minute, no. There's more interactions.
People joke about it, but there's actually so many rounds that just end that go on for a little bit longer because they increase that health. So,
Okay, True gonna get the positive bonus. Okay, take those flashes. Might have still just been in a little bit the blockstone from the YRC. Unfortunate for Flash No.
Coop also aware goes into close slash JH, which has 0 recovery. So able to boost with the burst always there. Got the rope up now. But Troop just running up getting the vortex, which is not safe from block.
Yeah, not sure about that vortex. Maybe just thought it was basically guaranteed to hit, rather than go for the hit confirm itself. Maybe on the side of Flash No, just go low, command grab. Something I saw a lot of during the team battle yesterday was Flash No is a command grab enjoyer.
I would too. You know, we talk about Potemkin stalling out the meter penalty with his command grab, but Chip does it too. Because the animation's long enough to stall out the FRC meter penalty.
I think people just sort of let chips go because, like, half the life bar doesn't get deleted, so it's a little bit fairer.
Yeah, fair.
Ah, commit to the throw, but Tube already in the skies, pressing JH.
Yeah, Chip also a player who I think regularly enters opens. From what I remember online. Always gotta shout those people out because they keep the tournament running. Like the TO can make the tournament all they want if no players
If no players turn up, you can't really run a bracket.
Gotta play myself. Playing chess with myself.
Shoutouts to Shay Benji, UKTO, tried to get a Hunter x Hunter bracket going, and there was like 4 people signed up. So Shay was like, yeah, there's no point in running it. It really be like that. Shoutouts to everyone that does sign up. Shoutouts to everyone that attends these offlines. It's Flash No putting on the corner pressure, Alpha Blades. Oi!
That was a swap side TP, I imagine, trying to get out. Back to the close slash, but doesn't press a button. Doesn't have the guts. Despite 4 guts, not 5, not enough.
5 dash caught the landing. Gonna get the punish. Chef! Oh, no, Chef!
Oh! The kitchen closed 15 minutes ago.
Got the 2D, OTG, jumping as well. My left Flash No! Ale!
I just heard a wee really far away.
There was one wee. Got Pachu and Uruchi in the crowd, I spotted him. Oh no! No Shadow Clones for you today. Beta Blade, bust out. Oi!
That is a gun for
Oh no! Oh no!
That's no, that's not the input.
Oh damn. The round was a bit too awkward, zoop zoops.
Also super, that was completely unusable for 3 years. And then they said, what if it did damage?
And I kind of like it. You've now got the option as Chip where you either go for the one that basically pretty much gives you the wall break or the one that gives you the damage.
I think they've done a pretty good job in Season 4 trying to make moves that were basically not used at all. A bit more useful. So also is one of those heavy mob cemetery.
Yeah. But you never see it because it's like, well, it's under detention. Why would you ever go for this super that is really easy to avoid?
I also have heavy volcanic viper. Oh, command grab again, the lover. Take those. Get in the
Greedy with that backdash, gonna blow that up. So maybe extend it with RC. Try to go for the tap doors, RC low. Time didn't quite work out. We saw the drop earlier, but this time Flash No cleaning up a little bit more. Not gonna be enough though.
I didn't have patience. I would have pressed, I would have died.
Yeah, exactly. But that's what Chu was banking on.
Wicker pressure again, minus on hit though. Crisis gets countered by the Chip 5H, quite the innocuous, really big, but half of Chip's arms are disjointed.
Yeah, Wrecker can be a bit annoying, right, if you're soul, especially stuck in the corner. You free frame a gun. Oh, no Vipers.
I'm too. Oh! Alright, put the cheese back in the fridge.
Oh, voila! Doing it! Ah! It's cooking. Oi!
Oi!
Love that reaction. Success. Well, I see pretty late. That beta blade, nah, please. Need some more dev testing on that one.
That's a lot of DPs, both sides.
They are both swinging. They are violent players, to say the least. They both want to make it into top 32.
Yeah, they really said blocking is for people without mirrorless reversal, and I kind of agree.
Ba-ba. Great positive. It's going to mean Flash is going to guarantee that 100 burst. Put on the pressure now with the meter. Also the plus frames.
Right. We're not going to get grabbed one more time. The problem here, medium expensive device, that's going to be a big fat meter penalty for flat. That is really important hit. Because you have a giant meter penalty, you need to be on pressure.
Oh my god, finds the hit. Keeps going as well. Volcanic Viper eventually shuts the pressure down. Flashno does find a connection with the confirmed build the bar in time. I let Flashno. Yes.
That is 2-1 up to Flashno.
Just needs one more and we go back to character select. Tube. What are we cooking up? It could just be a case of taking a breather as well. Happy Chaos is the pick.
We're going to see Unhappy Anarchy.
Unhappy.
If this one wins, we're going to see Unhappy Anarchy in the French crowd. Happy Chaos chips quite the matchup. Of course, Happy Chaos has the stanky leg, the 2K.
Yeah.
The bane of everyone's existence. Character, super strong special, super strong normals, and then you see like his strongest move is like he ducks down and taps you with his foot.
Yeah, 2K, even like 2S as well, can be a hell annoying. Speaking of, immediately clashes with the chip normal there. Already using up all the concentration though. But Flashno doesn't press the advantage of that. Had the option to.
J2K winning against the 60, that is quite the buff in Season 4, quite a bit stronger now. And I was happy to get a plethora of mix-ups and they're mostly 6P safe.
I still remember the day one takes of people seeing J2K and Happy Chaos players being like, what is this? This one's terrible. And it took like 2 hours later for them to realize how strong it was.
Yeah, and then two Super Mario releases later, we're suddenly in Season 4. And we have him Goomba stomping all over the
And to be fair now, in this matchup, you don't have that reversal option as Happy Chaos, so Flashno might be even more willing to go for command grabs, knowing that there's no Volcanic Viper option available for Tube. Get the knockdown, and get the corner carry.
Varsies? Oh, we're now playing Mario Kart World. Oh, because their Goomba is playable and he's fighting back.
Flashno. Set point here, opportunity to get out of pools.
Get that rope mix in. Yep, hit the overhead. Horizontal Alpha Blade. We're jumping. We're not afraid.
He seems to do that a lot, Flashno does, where if the first Alpha Blade hits, he'll always go for the second.
Goes for the rope, misses the shot, and Flashno gets the press, and that is really bad. Yeah, we're spinning the burst. We don't give it. Once you give 2 positive bonus, the round's basically over.
Yes, us. Even with the buttons that Happy Chaos does have. Couldn't quite pick up on that bit, but it's still connected. You're cheeky. You know what? We don't need combos when we can just keep getting the hits anyway. It does not matter. Flashno moves on out the loser side of pools. Moves on to loser side top 32. So still an opportunity for the French chip to try and sneak in some points.
Yep.
He's always travelling with the French lot. Does sign up to the brackets, but obviously isn't really the big French name. But is the main voice for France, to say the least. So that's someone that you always just wonder if the mic will end up picking up. He's that loud.
If he's not going to be in the bracket, he's going to be on the...
He's going to be at the front coaching and be like, ah, what's up?
Alright, we're going to hop into our last set before a break. We're going to have Day against Alpha Echo. Day, I think, used to be a Zato player. I don't know if they still play Zato.
I'm shocked whenever Zato players still say they play Zato, to be honest. Shouts to Shinky and Sechi.
They're suffering Zato. They're no longer playing.
They are enduring. I could never, personally.
I play Dizzy, I can't speak.
You play Dizzy, you can't speak. Your character was just terrible.
I wish I was Zato.
You never had one season of at least having your character be strong.
She's going to release alongside Lucy. They've never done double character release before, but I'm really looking forward to this one.
Yeah, this has just been beta testing for Dizzy, just to be like, can we make sure that Ice itself doesn't break everything?
I'm really excited for the patch in 2 weeks. It's gonna be.
It's going to be sick. Because just the system mechanic changes alone are going to change, like, how the game is developed in terms of a meta.
Yep. It's gonna be a. These system mechanics have been really game defining.
They really have.
Especially if you look at characters like Sin has access to all of them. And he's like one of the best characters in the game at the moment.
Yeah.
Like he makes you block a beat driver and you're like, oh.
And it's like, oh, Sin's finally out of stamina. Why am I still blocking? Oh, because Wild Soul pressure still keeps going.
And then he has tension.
And then he has tension, so then he RCs. And then suddenly he's got stamina back and you're like, what the hell? Let me play.
A cycle. Oh, spend stamina to get tension, spend burst to get tension as well. Turn around, come back. And then you break him through the wall and he gets his burst back. And you're like, oh.
Okay, I guess I'll go back to blocking.
Oh yeah, they switched to Sin, right. That makes sense.
That's a pretty strong swap.
If you're playing bracket, I'm a big proponent. Go to character select and pick a good character.
Pick a top tier. Pick a top tier.
Complaining about a low tier is not going to win you the bracket.
It's not. You'll get your karma points, your votes, your likes or whatever, being like, yo, look at my run, I got like top 16 with this low tier. And then you pick a top tier and you're getting like top 4s, like the maths just maps out.
Yeah. It's like going to an exam where you're allowed to bring the solution and you're like, yeah, nah.
So making sure all their buttons are good to go.
Funny incident in Passing Crash in 2023. I had to use a new controller for top 8 because mine wasn't working. I got 4th that year still. But like,
Controller doesn't matter.
I used Dave's controller and was like, I can't block. Like, down back was like literally impossible to press. And then I went up to him and I'm like, this is literally impossible to do. He's like, that's why. Like, he didn't even notice. Like, he was so used to the controller.
They like struggled. The whole bracket was like, bro, I just can't block anything. What the hell?
I can't, like, blocking low on this side is like barely happened. And
I'm hoping that by this point, 2 years after, they either has a new controller or fix that problem.
You can hope.
What side was it on? Was it on the P2 side of blocking or P1 side?
It was P2 side blocking.
Okay.
Because I remember I was trying like bottom check, trying to do servant kicks on Jacko, and I was like, why is it not coming
So I'm just gonna keep an eye on where Sin is on the screen now. And if I see Sin getting hit and it's on the P2 side of the screen, I'm gonna be like, hold on.
Yep, it looks though, since we have all those inputs, it looks like the corner circles are working. Or they has the strongest thumb known to man.
Yeah, maybe. Alpha Echo on the Nago, so Sin Nago matchup here to round out Wave A. I think Olive Oily just won in a Game 5 set against Farito Slayer. So Olive Oily managing to make it to this side top 32.
And that is a May mirror.
It's actually,
They're making some team code.
I love these TOs. God bless these TOs.
Quarantine the maze.
Put the maze in their own station. You know how you get all the numbered stations? There's one that's just called the maze station, and you put all the maze there.
We're gonna cheekily call it MA2.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be why is this one called differently? And it's like, don't worry about it.
Don't worry. Don't look into it.
Noctis Snapper wall break.
So rare to see, but the pressure now keeps going like we talked about. You've got burst gauge, just spend it on your water soul pressure.
You got 2 more weeks, use it. It's in the game, use it.
You ran out of 2 resources, there's still the 3rd that you get to spend, baby.
Baby, and while you do that, the other 2 are regenerating.
Oi!
Go back to the good old days when Nago DP used to beat all the buttons round start.
Hated it.
And then they buffed buttons instead of nerfing Nago DP, and then 2 years later they nerfed Nago DP anyway.
Yeah. So now Sin's got those options.
Also, can't special test from those 8 normals anymore. Nago receiving his like 3rd rework in the game's lifespan. No Samurai Mix, decides to keep it. Slow and steady.
Yeah, I still remember Nagori Luki's breakdown when at this fighting on the patch where he was like, I can't cancel off for 6H, this move's terrible now. And then did it on block, was like, wait, it guard crushes, this move's sick.
I love Luki. From one kick?
Could be a meltdown today, I'm not sure. Haven't had a chance to look at the bracket or the stream yet.
Alright, we're back to 2 blood, barely. Yeah, we want to be back to 3 level 2 blood. Level 3 normals are the best and the fastest. Once you get the win, stays barely outside of beat drive range and clips the Elcon. Nor see. Okay, you're just dead.
Tags low, okay. Alpha Echo.
I remember original season 4 when Garkar still had 50% chip ratio and Naga was 5-touching people on block.
It's the worst. I always wince when I see like high blood Nago press 5H and the opponent doesn't FD. I'm like, oh, I can't watch this.
Sometimes they block a blood rage 6H and you're just like,
Chilling at the high blood levels at the moment. Speak of 5H just deleted a chunk of the life bar YRC. Right back at you. This can be a bit risky. When you're at the higher blood levels, your defense gets a little bit lower, and against a character like Sin, who can already do a lot of damage.
one of the coolest things they've ever done. I think it makes Naga really interesting and makes us...
Gives you that high risk, high reward sort of style of the character. When you're playing around like stuff like the command grab itself as well, more important. You do have routing into it as well if you choose to go for that option. Throw off the Gazelle, but the back throw.
And a little thing Alpha Echo is doing is like spacing outside the key range, but Sin DP is so big.
Try to actually punish with the 2H as well. I feel like that's probably not the option there. Bit too slow of a button. I wonder if you could have got close S, but still going to get the throw anyway. These defensive throws paying off.
I can't lie, it's kind of like they were cooking visually. Like, it's so much fun just to see a health bar disappear from Nago pressing 6H. As long as I'm not the one.
Yeah, that's the beauty of being on the mic.
Right, defeating both being on screen is getting super, getting positive bonus. No stamina, no burst, and no tension.
Still got the hard knockdown, so you're able to run up, get some close pressure at the very least until those bars fill back up. Forest Records bust out, DP, right back at you. Rage keeping the Sin locked down, does eventually find a little gap to air dash through.
No 100-meter super, so Alpha Echo's gonna live one more, gets hit by the overhead, that's just gonna be it.
Run up Hawk. Run up Hoof Stomp. Okay, Day. Trying to stay alive in this bracket run. Alpha taking the throw. It's always a scary situation when you see the frame kill of Shizu part 1 and you're like, oh my god, they let him second part off or are they going low? Such a scary option that the character has, especially at low blood.
Or spends the 10 tension to get that Warbrick smart decision. I'm gonna have positive, goes for the threat, strike throw, good old honest right.
Oh, that happened earlier as well. Empty jump just to get thrown like that.
Back throw incident.
Legit every single time. It feels like a couple of those rounds could have easily gone Day's way, and instead it's just like one wake up back throw and suddenly the momentum completely shifts to Alpha's favour. Sin then. The positive, almost 50 tension, pretty much guaranteed with a single tick.
And immediately uses the throw, see? Gonna get teched, and Alpha Echo's gonna stay alive at 2 blood now. Gonna have to space. Has been looking for the 2S to catch that. Elcon has been pretty successful with it so far. Spends the burst. Alright.
Bold decision, tried to believe in the round, but the resources were just not on Alpha's side. As we go to a final round, and could that burst decision come back to bite Alpha?
Or will Alpha bite Day? Maybe take the round, get all that blood back, get that command grab. As C4 used to say, or always still says, get the bite with the fight.
Exactly.
That's gonna be a big bite.
Yeah, huge chunk out of the Nago life bar. Backdash gets caught as well, and there's meter available. There's the burst. Oh, the final hit. Unfortunate side strip show off the close S. Beak driver looking peak.
FWD moving on? Is that was losers as well?
That was loser's side as well.
Alpha Echoes and
So I think that was pretty much the last set as well of Wave A. So that is Wave A. Now done and dusted here for Guilty Gear Strive at Crossover 2025. Starting to form the top 32, starting to build that up. Because we will get top 32 later. So I believe... I'll check with the mothership. We'll go to a quick short break. And then get Wave B action coming up very shortly. So stick around, stay tuned. More Strive Pools action coming up next.
Hello everybody, welcome back. No trailer this time, we're gonna go right in. Arc World Tour, goal. I'm Dick. You know me from Thursday. Driving for Glory, and we have...
It's me, it's Jonesy. Hiya. You might know me from some stuff.
Only some tournaments.
Only some tournaments.
Doesn't do too much.
Some sponsorships. The base Jonesy sponsorships paying off right now for a couple of players. DM me if you want to try and get sponsored. I'll send you maybe £10, €10 towards your travel, and that's about it. But yeah, Wave B action. We've had Wave A earlier today, and now it's time for Wave B. Starting off with Bifox up against Saito or Bifox on the Leo. Saito on the Solan already. The back turn shenanigans begin then.
This is gonna be all you, because you're the Leo player. How do you feel about JK, the long ass button?
Especially with the turbulence changes. Really nice matchup. Because you just get to put the flame puller out for free, and there's not many options that Soul could do against turbulence on block. So you're basically, even in a block string, you're guaranteed to get back stance with relatively little challenge. Like other characters like Johnny and stuff can press like far S or 2S, and you might get tagged, so you have to play it like an RPS around back turn dust, but against Leo you kind of just get, against Soul, sorry, you just get to run your game, and there's not much Soul can do, especially with the 5k change as well. You get to kind of freely do your left rights a lot more.
Yeah, Bifox pulling up. Bifox, the Dutch Leo, pulling up. Is the regular in intermediates, or was the regular in intermediates? I don't know if they still frequent the intermediates, but doing pretty well there.
You said Dutch Leo, and my first thought was, I miss Winston.
I do too.
I hope Winston's doing okay.
Yeah, I hope so too. I hope he's found a game or like place to be happy with. Because at the end of the day, we're all gonna keep playing, even if we're gonna start playing single player. Oh, that's the cheeky little toe. Guard point still what it used to be. No converted though.
Yeah, you can actually get like the dash momentum, back turn P, back turn K routes off that.
I know people think it's too strong at the moment, but I do love the momentum they gave him back turn. It looks so cool when he's just sliding across the screen with the combos.
For his combos, I think they're sick.
I think they're cool.
But I do the evilest laughed when I'm like full screen and back turn, and I just hit dash S, and it hits, and I'm like, yeah, this move's great.
Alright, we've gotten 2-0 up. I personally have adopted the Hotashi mentality, where I just become an anime villain and rub my hands like a fly.
Yeah, if you've got something broken, you play it up the devilish ways, the evil ways.
Let history repeat, give me high tier Dizzy. I will be the cartoon villain.
Alright, yeah, you need... I will not allow this. There are limits, there are limits.
History will repeat, she will be high tier. Zato will be not working again.
Right, what else on that? Oh, Ice and Storm though. The flash kick paying off. Succeed shit again. Just roll like that. Very risky option.
Vicious also even gets in the micro dash to get that extra little bit of tension. See a lot of players, if they do a tiny dash before their super, it's always to get that extra bit of tension and that extra bit of Ice and Storm in their life.
There's something I love, it's that Ice and Storm.
We're playing the neutral, we're playing power slash 5-8. Get that conversion.
Yeah, Soul has to be very committal at that kind of range that Leo gets to play at.
But if the Soul is good at committing at those options and know what the Leo players do, that is really... It's one of those matchups where it gets better as the more you play. As the Soul, it seems like really hard at first. But the more you adapt and the more you get Ice and Storm.
Yeah, I think you kind of have to find your right moments to pick and choose for like something like a 2S. Where you've got that slight disjoint to you with the 2S and you can challenge Leo's approach. But Bifox looking strong to start things off with the quick 3-0. Moves on. Very dominant performance. Very, very dominant. So I'll get Wave B pulls up very shortly.
Quite the opposite from Wave A, where we had really.
A lot of close sets, a lot of close rounds as well. Yeah, you're not wrong. And on the flip side here, maybe it's just that a case of the stronger players are a bit more warmed up on Wave B. Maybe unsure.
But it looks like there's also a lot of German players now. Last pool didn't have as many. I think 4 or 5. This patch, I'm already seeing 4. And we're not even halfway through.
So let's have a look. Let's peep some of the players in these Wave B pools. I think we got Soap Eater already looking to make it to win inside top 32. Just needs one more set with that Johnny. Such a strong player. Got 5th at mix-up, 5th at head stomper. Trying to break past that, because if Soap can get like a first, you go from, what is it, like 20 points or something, you shoot up to 120, you're shooting up that leaderboard, you're becoming way more of a threat.
And so generally, like, people like to harp on Johnny as like this really strong character who just like does everything for the player, which is not true. So actually in the Prime patch, which I don't know if people know is like a fan-made patch that actually nerfs Wild Assault and nerfs Johnny quite meaningfully, pulled up to that like 2 weeks ago, and actually got first, like just one, pulled up in one, said, I don't need Wild Assault, I don't need all these silly tools, I'm just gonna play the game.
Turns out I can gap. And they can gap. Turns out they are pretty good at Strive. Who would have thought?
Tars to Prime, by the way, one-man army doing like a really big balance patch all by himself.
Yeah, Plime puts in a shift. Plime is just a hella knowledgeable player.
There were also some really funny bugs in that patch where like every time Venom set a ball, Robo-Kai would come out and shoot the opponent. That was like because he was testing something, and that was just something he accidentally left in.
Oh, really?
So people were like testing the patch, like, oh, excuse me, is the ball meant to do this? And then you just set the ball, and then Robo-Kai flies up and shoots missile at them.
Yeah, maybe Venom needs that.
He needs that.
He could need that, to be fair.
That's how we buff Venom.
That's true. That's a character that you don't actually see.
I would love to see Venom. He's so cool.
He's the sickest. He is so sick. That first week of Venom, I was like, right, what's Prime posting about Venom? Let me steal that and try and do it myself. So I did that for a week. And then eventually I was like, I need a reversal. I need easy back turn pressure. I can't do this anymore.
I have a job. I can't do that.
I have a 9 to 5. I can't learn all these Venom setups.
Venom is like among like the ABBA Venom, those characters that I don't play and have no real interest in playing, but they look so cool. I really want to see them get more play, and in 2 weeks they will, hopefully.
Fingers crossed. So we've got, what is it, Hulz, Quack and Hulz, the German Potemkin. Besides a character very much on the minds of everyone currently, that Potemkin. I think my always biggest concern with Potemkin is Hammerfall causing hard knockdown.
I think that's cool. I think she should be horrified.
I hate it.
I don't like it.
I'll press like 5H, and then it gets Hammerfalled, and then I see Garuda Impact, I'm like, this is not fair. This is ridiculous.
I think that's not fair, and then I think of one to Frankie. And then I think 2 seconds have passed, my man needs a button to press.
It's been 2 seconds, I need to press a button. It's been 5 seconds, I need a bite of my sandwich of the day.
The sandwich isn't spinning by itself.
You need to press the buttons to spin the sandwich, like, come on now. Could you imagine if a tournament decides to run on PC, and then they hear Wanted Frankie like, we need a stream setup? Could you imagine the chaos?
I can, and I would love to see that.
We need to try and get that funded. An offline, purely ran, unwanted Frankie mods.
Sometimes life needs to imitate art, you know?
Yo, back it though. Plus the burst from Hulz. Key tackle PRC. Spacing though on the JD.
Get the 5k, doesn't convert to 5k, that does not work. Not quite enough range, that 5k quite big. Holds now. Forward slash counter hit. Set up that card. No more money for the good old gambler. I don't know what he's gambling with. It's Potemkin's health, apparently.
Yeah. Oh, got the PRC cancel into Pop Buster. Look at the meter build as well. Already almost got 50 tension. Has to respect Johnny there with 100 tension. So just straight up, lets the buttons rock.
Use that hammer for PRC, scoop them up like they're ice cream.
Oh, I do have an ice cream right now.
It's pretty warm outside. Ice cream's always nice.
I haven't even had a chance to get a burrito yet.
Same.
And then I saw C4 get one. I was like, oh, that looks nice. I want it now.
To be a good player, sometimes you gotta be evil, and that doesn't just mean the game.
Yeah.
Alright, keep the pressure up. No Wild Assault spent yet, which is quite scary. Pot got that blue Wild Assault in Season 4.
Yeah, that was an interesting change to say the least. Scary change for sure.
Evil change.
Devious changes occurring.
I mean, it makes sense. Pot kinda already has a button that does the white Wild Assault thing, which is Hammerfall.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make sense to just double down on him. Especially now when they're gonna nerf Guard Crush, who knows what they're gonna do to that mechanic.
It'd be interesting to see what happens exactly with Blue Wild Assault. Slidehead does find his connection this time, tries to commit to the Pod Buster. There was meter available to RC, but Balls didn't quite react in time. Quacken taking game one, the German Johnny.
Gotta be quacking in his boots.
Oh, kind of be like Duck 165. Start quacking about in bracket.
He's called Duck 165 because that's the amount of seconds he needs to be somewhere.
It's the amount of times he'll do dash Hoodie on a round start.
Do you think that's why he quit? He run out of dash DP round start?
Yeah.
We've hit number 165 times per today. Right, hammer falling in. This time gets the multi-hit. Breaks the armor. More pressure. Doesn't spend the Wild Assault despite having it available. And there we go. Honest footsies, and my opponent is Johnny 6K.
I'm trying to figure out which of these buttons is your mute button. Honest and Johnny 6K? I would never. Oh god, crushable there, hold all the pressure with 100 tension as well. It's all quacking.
Going to the next round. The power health bar is not stopped quacking yet, but Johnny also quite the healthy character. I think the tankiest character in the game. He doesn't look like it, but apparently those abs pack a punch.
Yeah, those abs are putting in a shift. Muscled up for a reason. I'm Buster. Could extend. Bob's not too close onto the bar. Garuda. Okay, Balls getting around on the boards. Kind of needed to as well.
Also a long-time loyalist. Played Pot in 2022.
Yeah.
So not just pulled up with the buffs, but was a Pot man before.
Stuck with Pot the whole way through. Very, very true, actually.
I actually don't know if Post played extra and played Pot there, but I imagine if he was, he did.
Yeah, that is true character loyalty. If you've gone through like Exiled Pot into Strive Pot, yeah, you deserve to get that character loyalty time.
I don't deserve it because I traveled back in time to play Vivian extra.
Yeah, that's true. That's literally why I don't go back to Exiled, because then I'm like, oh, Leo Wreckers. Oh, Gatling into the air combo where I get restand back turn. Oh, no. Oh! Johnny though, abs paid off.
Yep, not quite getting enough meter to RC to get that extra exercise.
Recognizing the 2-frame would deal with the 3-frame.
I can hear the Johnny throw quote, Macho Man. That's what he says to Pot. That's the English dub, it's really good. Go try it. Be open-minded.
Love the English dog.
It's so good.
It's the reason why if I ever get a dog, I would call the dog Bandit.
Same.
Bandit!
Bandit! Revolver! Okay, no, I'm not going there.
I'm so lucky I finished my water before.
Alright, going back into the pressure though. Get that Guard Crush, do it again. Does have the 100 burst. Quacken has not yet used. The Orange Wild Assault takes in that pressure. Doesn't need it apparently. Since I'm already playing the next patch, I'm going to be ready.
Just keep running this pressure, why not? You're not in a real need to actually spend that burst gauge for your pressure, so... Slider though is going to catch out. Obstacle burst! DLRC, TK Finer secures the round.
This is already set point for Kraken. Always needs to pull up and not get thrown. Macho Man back in the corner.
That bro. Oh my god. It's Pro Lupin.
Throw Lupin.
It's the Pro Lupin. Oh my god.
Do it while you can. You're only safe for 2 more weeks.
No little German Johnny.
No, little German Johnny, you will not be able to throw Lupin
Oh.
anymore.
My god.
You will stop being German.
That is God crushing.
Guarded crushing.
Ooh. Should be more than enough to close that out. Quacken. Looking real strong on the Johnny against Pools is Potemkin. Moves on in the winner's side of Pools. It's a name I wasn't really looking into, Quacken, but I might have to because that was a dominant performance.
Yeah, clean pressure as well. Not
Yeah.
leaving many gaps, getting that strike thrown. Says, okay, my opponent isn't jumping, so I'm just going to keep throwing you.
Especially against a character like Potemkin where if your pressure's a bit lacking, you can get blown up for it real quick.
Yeah, if they're slacking, send them packing.
Ooh. I might steal that. Don't send your lawyers at me.
You can just have them.
What a nice guy. What a nice guy.
You're my
Dave.
sponsor after all. You can just take stuff you
That
want.
is true. I am legally allowed to take your things now.
Right, but look at that player one side. Oh, oops, all German. I'm turning into Oprah.
Damn, it is a sweet draw. Okay. So let's see. Looking at it, we're going to get pizza time.
Who isn't Anji?
Yep. Up against 78. I believe a Swiss Happy Chaos player, if I'm not mistaken, is putting like a huge amount of work for some Swiss offlines, like in Basel and stuff. Like, there's like 3 back-to-back first places in brackets, so it's a Happy Chaos that might just make waves today. And possibly tomorrow, depending on how well they do. You never know.
I do actually like Happy Chaos. I played him a bit, and you really get to appreciate, like, you know the joke, the radical footsies. But it's actually real. When you play him, you like realize you actually need to time your shots to when the radical focus is on.
Are you allowing this? Are
And
you
you-
allowing the Happy Chaos players to get away with this?
The button is still a magical button.
The button is still magical.
It is like neutral is for people without guns. But you still gotta like when the curse isn't applied, when you don't have stank install on your opponent.
Stank install.
You gotta watch the reticle, pay close attention, and when it locks on, that's when you shoot. Pay close attention when you watch Jackie does it really well. Which is probably why he's so scary. He is literally called the Gunslinging Broken Messiah.
The broken Messiah. Literally broken. It'd be weird if Happy Cast is low tier when you're called broken in your tag, in your title.
Yep. Not even therapy can fix him.
I'm gonna be broken by the end of this slot. I can't do this. Oh my days. On the flip side, like we're saying, pizza time that Angie 5th, the most recent outplayed, if I'm not mistaken. And outplayed, of course, also getting recognition. So outplayed next year on the Arkle Tour. Gonna be a gold event there as well. So well deserved. Shouts to the outplayed team. It's like everyone that's been there has been like, if you like any sort of anime game, it's your go-to.
And generally in Europe, Arxis, like we were putting in the shifts, Europe was putting in the shift, DTO were putting in the shift, and Arxis said, we see you.
Arxis are like, we see you. We will give you some love.
We care about you. We want you to know we care about you.
It's the one thing I'll push for. I will keep chilling it to get more EU representation. Like when C4 showed me like his slots, he was like, he circled it. I already read it, but he did circle it, and I was like, I'm popping off. I've literally jumped out of my seat because EU deserve the representation.
Now we're gonna hope it gets more. Like there's still server's not yet announced, so presumably they're gonna be on PlayStation 5. We don't know yet.
I'd get the kill out, but could not, unfortunately.
That close line that is going to be a slump. Has no focus though, so going to have to spend the meter. No focus super. Ain't going to pay the price. Are we going to spend the burst to keep the pressure? No, we're going to just let the Anji do his thing. Get that in. Stagger pressure, and we don't need to stagger anymore. We have to.
Weird decision from 78, because if you do like close sessions and EX focus, you're still plus in that situation, so you can get pressure off. Did not do that, pops the burst, full screen, stank install like you're saying, but it ain't gonna matter. Let's get that co off in time. Pizza time.
Apparently that stank install not smelly enough. Needs to one up more. There is back. Get the gun trying to roll through, not quite pizza time of being, and we're gonna walk up slowly and get countered.
Yeah, I guess maybe hope that pizza time was just gonna down back and respect, but recognize the situation with the focus gauge and was like, nah, I'm not letting you, I'm not allowing this. Deus Ex Machina, pop the shots, it's time.
They do what they want. Lock in. Why? Doesn't want to hold the gunshot pressure. Understandably so, I wouldn't want to hold the gunshot. But gonna have to take all those anti-packs though. Gonna protect him from the damage, which is gonna run up through. Okay. Gonna live one more.
Yeah, it's paying off. Talked about the Johnny Abs, and then we've got Angie right now on screen. From abs to abs in all caps.
Yeah, abs to absent.
Oh! Oh!
This time gets the roll through. No FD from pizza time. We have 4 more. Have to cause gunshot pressure. We're just gonna carry it. And the last bullet we go through. Get that roll. Get the bullets back. Reload. It's time to pull up again.
Refills a bit of concentration as well. Let's eventually find the Fujin on through. Plus frames coming in. Trying to scout the corner though, and now it's a rough spot for pizza time, trying to deflect away, but especially against a character like Happy Chaos, if the reticle's already on you. It's a bit of a waste of the first gauge. Whoa!
That is a clean adapter from pizza time.
Oh! Finish your combo. Beautiful stuff. Pizza time!
Sponsored by Season 4, Happy Chaos lost health. They took away health from him. He would have lived that.
Might have lived that, you're not wrong. Even against a character like Angie, with the right kind of start, can just blow up your life bar.
Fighting the burst though, and gets that flick. Flick in your face, who needs bullets? I have a gun.
Alright, Deus Ex Machina once more, refill the chamber. Concentration just under half, so 78 might have to be a bit careful. Let's core. Gets the round.
With the perfect 7 golden letters that have stopped being golden like a couple years ago.
Maybe that could be another change to the list. For Strive 2.0 next year is the golden again.
The golden letters return. What if they're in fine print? We keep the yellow, the white gold, the white perfect, and then in fine print below it we have perfect again, but a golden.
I wouldn't mind if like the heart changed a little bit to represent it was a perfect.
I'm excited for 2.0 because they're not gonna just. But like we know it's Jam and Robokai. We already know that. Robokai, by the way, now wearing a suit for some reason. Businessman.
So I guess he finally saw Kai suits and was like, oh, I've got to step up, haven't I?
Finally got that Tangerine farm.
Can't believe it. Robo Kai is going to technically be a character and a half in the game. Like, what happens if Venom throws a Robo Kai?
What if it's literally just the body?
Yeah, what if it is? True. The silhouettes do hide the top. It could just be the body. That would be weird. I'm actually down for that.
I love that.
Rough swap for pizza time. Does have the tension. The Wilder Soul. RC right at the end. Aware the burst was going to get built just in time. Beautiful sequence to close out the round.
Nice meter awareness. We love that resource awareness. Resource aware gaming. Always lovely. Especially now where resources are really important. You jump over the height close to us. That's some privilege.
Trying to see if it's going to be an ID that we actually go after. Instead, roll on through to the side switch with the stakes. You go for slump, no. Wall break, just get the positive. Try and get that 50 tension because piece of time sitting on 100.
Or slowdown enabling the combo gets the gain 2. I don't even know what that super is called. I know the parry is called Katsu Fugetsu for Yugi's nature. I don't know what that one's called.
That is too long a name. Abi off the low. Stick low and again, instead YRC Fujin on through. Get the pick. Still gonna find a hit after just a bit too far away for that first combo, but it's all good, it cleans up.
That's always a scary hit. If you miss that, you're like, you gotta stay calm and get that. Oh, 5 hits coming. That's gonna hurt. Look,
especially important when your mental stay strong in those situations. The J2K felt like it caught the shins, not even like positive bonus. Alright. Whee! The button that you've been talking about so much. The 2K. Putting in a shift.
Yep, putting in extra time and doesn't even demand extra pay. Oh, we missed up the input. Single miss input.
Oh. Now he gets that Andrew. Spends 50 million IRC. Air blocks the co. Ooh! The GGST.
Yeah. Has to spend the burst, doesn't want to be here. Has no focus buff and no ball. Get that, if that hit didn't oh no!
There was no concentration to actually carry on the combo! But it's okay. 2K2D, the beloved. Hopefully getting paid time and a half after the set.
Backdashing the close slash, okay, that is... We live in a world where that happens. Now we gotta pull back up, there comes the Ko, and Anji mates be like got their cheeks.
Avoids the curse ball. With throw, recovering time. Knockdown. It's the throw. Sends out the fly, okay. Overhead once more. And again, just keep doing it. If it's not getting blocked, why not?
Getting all the hits, no shimmies needed.
No shimmies needed. Piece of time, 2-1 up now. Andy trying to make a wave in this pool. Looking to try and make it winner's side. Poppy 2! And the burst has already gone deck.
Yeah, and this Happy Chaos character doesn't have a lot of health, and this Andy character turns your health bar red real fast like the sun in summer does with my base. Okay, pressure up. YRC immediately doesn't want to hold any of it.
Need factor 50 ASAP for the Happy Chaos. The curse on Deus Ex. Plus the shots out, hard knockdown. She'll be able to just keep the loop and stick into Deus Ex once more. Pizza Time will be back up to 100 burst, but in this situation, do you even want to pop it?
I don't think so, you're just gonna let the German Happy Chaos pop and loop, positive loop.
The positive loop. I like it. The roll on through the Limp Bizkit mix. 78 trying to take us to a game 5 hit.
It's the hit. If you're Pizza Time, you want to be not spending a burst here because Happy Chaos reload recovers fast enough for you to bait burst. It's 5D and that will be a slump. No, getting with the flip needs the wall break here. No slump available. Still good though. You're gonna get the infinite resource glitch going.
Concentration kind of a bit low though. 17 might have to be a bit careful, but that's why we're seeing that kind of round in. Oh, the 2S, clip the toes, clip the sandals. 78 taking us to a game 5 deck. Woo!
Yeah, that must be dangerous in those sandals.
Bro, they must hurt. Those toes are not well protected.
I'm not 2K'ing Anji in real life. He's stepping on my toes with those.
Oh my days, you're not wrong.
In fight though, pretty close. Pizza Time gets the first hit and the first burst gone. That's really important. Happy Chaos loves that wild assault and loves the deflect shield. Now needs to get that positive bonus, so needs to actually snowball. No bullets though.
Oh, the 5p. Process. Empty chamber though, empty chamber, hold on.
Oh, really important. BRC timing gets 2 bullets and a 2K, and now we're gonna have positive bonus.
No break. Oh, stick again. This time does get the break, and now you got 50 tension. The flip side, no piece of time. Also does trying to immediately skip on neutral with the Fujins. Gets the close air, 78 on set point.
I think incredibly with meta is more like what we had in wave 1. And immediately spins through, gets the hit in 71, 78. They get that corner pressure. I can't count, but they can. Hit the bullets into more. Set up that focus. Let them look for it. And have one more shot, literally. There we go.
Oi, counter here, J2K gonna get the wall break. Positive bonus starting to tick up now. The spin gets grabbed. The Swiss Happy Chaos manages to clutch it out. Moves on to winner's side. Top 32. Pizza time gonna have to duke out in the loser's side of their pools to try and make it into top 32. And you can see the Swiss reps popping off for the homie. You love to see it.
They deserve to be popping off. That was really good awareness, getting that throw. Watching the tension bar wasn't quite at 50 after the throw, waiting for that positive and then getting the FRC.
Exactly.
Gunshot in there.
Gotta have those clutch moments in order to make it. So fantastic stuff.
Right, next up we're gonna have Pokemaniac HD, which is also an Anji. Another German Anji.
We are
They're doing,
back-to-back German Anjis here.
doing a lot
I see what production are trying to do to us.
of spinning.
A lot of spinning.
And then iPad, the German Gold Lewis.
Ooh. Okay.
Definitely a character of all time. Used to be in Season 4 original.
Definitely a character. It was I do actually like the idea behind the security change with Behemoth Typhoons, because the character felt very one-dimensional.
It's a drone cooldown.
Yeah, literally a drone cooldown. Maybe in the occasional matchup you Skyfish, but like it's very occasional. So now you have the option to be a bit more different with your security level expenditure. It still happens though. You're still gonna get like burst, immediate drone, but
Yeah.
at least there's options available.
Yep. I like that too. I think generally the reworks have been pretty well because like most characters were like just doing their one thing. Like Ram was never using her swords outside the corner.
Yeah.
And now she does quite frequently. And Sin was like always having stamina kinda. And I think they did them well. They may just be a bit, you know, on the stronger side.
You do get the funny moments where it's like 3 quick typhoons in a row and suddenly the life bar goes from like 100 to 0. And then you could maybe add scaling or something if you want, but that could be just something to be looked at. That could even already have been looked at.
Probably.
And that might happen in the patch.
I imagine the patch already finished because they gotta get through PlayStation.
Yeah, they've got to get through all the red tapes and all sorts to make sure it's allowed to be released. So yeah, you're probably right. It's probably pretty much all done and dusted
Yeah.
in terms of what they want to do.
4.0 Gold Lewis though, looking at Virgil from Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and goes like, do you even chip, bro? That character was literally killing people on blocks. Like, what do you mean you open people up?
Oh, you chose not to FD? Well now.
Well now, you don't have tension to FD?
Unbelievable. Right.
By the way, Marvel, talking about Marvel, we do have Marvel here.
Yeah.
On the Zero Ponzi setups, we have 4 really cool PCs with like 16 games on them. No Dragon Ball because Dragon Ball doesn't run on Linux.
Oh, they Linux machines, are they?
Yeah.
Oh.
Apparently that's why they don't have Dragon Ball. I was like, Yucker, where's Dragon Ball? As you know, I'm a giant Dragon Ball fan. I know nothing
That
about
is true.
the show.
You are a Dragon Ball fan. You're not wrong. Not wrong. Damn, I need to think about what games. If there's Marvel Infinite, you know I'll be on there.
Marvel Infinite's biggest fan.
Alright. The problem is I have to fight C4 for that title. That's actually the problem. We're both just like tag fireheads. So I'm permanently fighting for that right. But that's why I beat him. Hunter x Hunter. And I'll just not accept the run back and I'll take that one win to my grave.
You ended up.
I ended up real good. I pressed my net buttons and then I won. So I'm the pro Hunter and it's all blessed.
Did you nen it up or did you nen him up?
I nenned him up.
Hashtag nen him
And
up.
he will never nen it down. Ho ho! See a Pokemaniac up against iPad.
I'm surprised nobody has called them Nendroids yet.
Nendroids. Oh my god. There's not really robot-style characters in the game, is the problem.
But you could call the players Nendroids.
The players could be Nendroids, Nenborgs as well.
Nemborg's crazy.
Nenborgs.
Sorry, winning wasn't in my programming.
Society. So instead of reflecting on themselves,
Oh dear.
Actually, we have a Pokemaniac on Potemkin.
So yeah, this is actually a loser's side set coming up. And it's not a set to even try and make it into loser's side top 32. It's actually losers round 2 coming up.
I can see the future. I'm seeing iPad win game 1, and then we switch to Anji. Okay, my bad. Fortune teller, not my profession.
This is, I mean, to be fair, wait, you're saying iPad loses game?
I say iPad wins game 1, and then Pokemaniac switches from Potemkin.
Oh, okay. It could still happen.
That pot looks... I didn't even know... Since when does Poke have a pot?
I don't know, but it's looking pretty legit right now. Snake Sage, Hammer Fall. Doesn't quite get the closest, but still cancels into Flare. Down with the system reversal though, using those input frames.
If this Behemoth Typhoon cancel we talked about earlier, getting that quadruple or triple to quadruple range on that backward Behemoth Typhoon that goes upwards.
Oh, Fox got the knockdown off slide head. 2P of Legend. People's elbow.
Trying to pull out the minigun that luckily costs no resource when you get hit during it. And you command and cancel. Slide head does damage now.
It does damage now.
Wait, no! Poke died. Pot lost. That one
Dive Fish actually got a bullet off in time. That is crazy.
and it didn't even cost security gate. It literally cost nothing.
That's a single button. That is insane.
The gate was full. That's why I thought. Oh. All right. Well, it's all in. Get that counter and close slash. That's gonna hurt.
Okay, I got worried. I was like, for a second, I was like, is any of the Typhoons actually airborne?
Get out the drone. Put it back in the pocket.
That's so rough. All that security gone. Wow, some extensions to get the wall stick.
And I think this connects. Yes, it does. No invuln on the Gigantokai. And but invuln on the Wild Assault gets in. Does no damage. That is incredibly scale. But now Dronoki. One more.
YRC. To get the closest after it.
Maybe I didn't give this part enough credit. This part is like pretty legit.
That's why I hit early on. Tries to go for the Chicken Buster on the round start. Forced to put the burst. That's Gap Assault. There's nothing else to say. I know you're a hater, but that's pure Gap Assault.
I'm an enemy. But luckily, sometimes the villains win. And in 2 weeks.
Sometimes the heel has to win to build the face up.
Yeah. We're building up the tension for the heroes to rise up again, eventually. But not this time.
It's not quite going to be enough though, and we're back to neutral. Since the FD away still should get enough tension. No Gigantic High right now, just chilling, waiting for the moment to pop up, and instead there's just not enough health to tank through the JD of Gold Lewis's iPad. Case game 1.
Maybe I can't see the future.
What they don't know is there's just a script right here below us on the table, and there is the swap to Angie, like you called it. It's almost like you might know some of these players.
I might TO a bunch.
You might TO just occasionally.
Is this sometimes?
Just sometimes.
Every week or something.
Ignore that period where for like 7 days straight you TO'd like every single bracket.
I think it was literally 5 times a week.
Oh my god.
3 evenings were hooks. I was literally putting part-time job time in.
That was legit. Alright, so swap to Angie, but it is not looking like an amazing swap at the moment. Down with the system.
Not turning that butter. No butter made by iPad. Just going with the single input. French blocks.
Finish with that. I can't believe it's not butter. Still spreading out the damage to spin on through.
That was a missed Kara.
It had to have been. That is so unfortunate for Pokemaniac. But it could have been a case of maybe you've been putting so much time into Potemkin that when you swap back to Angie, you maybe have that slight execution warm-up that you need to do.
In case of poolsies.
The case of the poolsies. Should have brought your floaties. Otherwise you might end up drowning. Situation that could happen for Pokemaniac right now.
Goals though. Secretary of Absolute Defense, not Absolute Secretary of Teaching How to Swim. Get that hit? Oh, JD connects with the Fujian startup. Send him in, send him to the ground, one more reset. No, we're just going to keep the combo going. I don't think this kills.
What? Yeah, you're right, okay. And he's still a bit too tanky, the 2K. Shuts that down. iPad 2-0 up. The swap to Angie not really working out. But maybe just needed a game to warm up. You can see a little bit of deliberation there upon hitting rematch.
Tries to spin again, I think. Gets hit by the JD. Go lose JD, the button of all time. I remember all the way back in season 1 where we all were like, this button's close, it's strong, and really, really good. Then they buffed it. We were like, okay, this is the game we're playing now.
To be a lot of that, I will honestly put on Gideon. Because whenever it's like a release character, Gideon will play in every single like bracket possible. And spend the entire bracket basically swapping between 2 or 3 buttons, max. And of course it was Gideon Gold Lewis, so it was just permanently doing JD. Then you think, oh, he's finally not going to JD, and then Gideon would be like, JD. I'm a JD again.
If I got a quarter every time he JD'd, I'd have like $10.
I'd be rich. I'd be so wealthy. I can buy Amazon it.
It's not that much, but it's weird it's happened like 50 times. Right? Pizza time though, and then Pokemaniac, pizza time with the first on. You got a both star repeat, getting into pressure now and gets back.
Oh no.
This is
You can see off it, there we go. Pokemaniac trying to show some signs of life.
Needs to show them on set point still for iPad.
Yeah, this is a losing side set, so you've got to chill. It's now or never. First drone, the classic. Off challenge, you see that a lot where when people do first drone or something, a lot of top players will just keep backdashing. They'll be like, I'm happy to give you the space, because eventually the drone's going to run out and I'm not going to deal with it.
Yeah, and then the Gold Loot players will like be like, why are you running away?
Why are you running?
Why are you running?
Ooh, the extensions to get all that damage possible with the perfect Pokemaniac now. Maybe that Angie is finally warmed up.
Yeah, Angie putting in the spin, saying, I don't want peace.
I want problems.
I want guard point, always.
I want guard points always. Ooh, toesies.
I do wonder if the tip of the sandal has a hitbox. Now I need to know.
Could you? That is some Dark Souls hitbox shenanigans if it is.
Imagine if it was disjointed.
Oh, could you imagine that little the tiniest disjoint ever?
Let's see.
Oh wait, that is the worst feeling. Spend tension just to get back thrown.
No butter made again. We're just gonna stay and like keep it milk. What are we doing here?
Gonna fade out. It looked like it was faded out, and it was indeed gonna get the punish here. Gets the wall stick. Got the mirror available. Still not gonna be enough though. The big belly of Gold Lewis tanking it up.
Yeah, there's abs beneath all that, just like with Johnny.
It's like when people look up actual, like, proper mythological Thor, and it's just a big Viking dude, not Chris Hemsworth.
Spending the push early because we're going Lewis, we're gonna get that back. Woo! God is the fish.
Imagine if that like auto-corrected. Imagine.
I think I would actually make a Twitter just to make it to it.
The return just for that one tweet, and then you delete it straight after.
Yep, it's gonna be there for 30 days and then the account's gonna be gone again.
Yeah.
Right, JD, spun again. Forgot my tenses for a second. Saw it too much. Rebel to dance in the past, present, and future. That hit, I don't think this kills. I donate a bunch of bursts, we're gonna have at least one more wild assault in the tank.
Yeah, maybe even a deflect shield.
Maybe even two. This round's good for a bit longer.
We'll see what happens. Security level 8 gonna matter. Sneaks in the low off the PRC. Just like that. Pokemaniac taking us to a game 5 in this set.
Stays alive.
In losers round 2, no less as well. Very very close set, deep in the pools.
It's thinking again with spending the burst early, which you should be able to get all the resources back. It's definitely a decision that you're more happy to make if you're a big boy. Or girl. We don't have many big girls in this game. Arxis,
Got some mommy time, please.
hear me out. Super wall again, another heavy knockdown. It's gonna be a lot of those because we're just playing the chunky boy, as we said. We're gonna have a lot of health to work with. And we're gonna shimmy with the tiniest of walkbacks.
That tiny little two-step with the shimmy. Set point off the Angie swap. Looked a bit rough game 2, but all it took was that game to properly get warmed up. The Wild Assault though. So I've had the opportunity, never mind, jump back buttons. Butterfly, it's a back throw.
Comes the butterfly and is blocking though.
Yeah, air blocking as well, so it's a bit harder to even try and get a push. I'm not sure Angie could have in that situation.
I'm pretty sure that's also just the safest option, to just go for the butterfly and then let the butterfly do its job. Why do I need to work? Delegate work.
Delegate the middle management time, Angie, come on. You're a business major, surely. Just blocks coming in. Having to endure plus range, finds the connection as well, extended with the Wild Assault, gets the stick. Not quite going to be enough though. I know you got to deal with the Gold Lewis with level 3 security, air throw all of a sudden. Never mind, the backdash is on point from Pokemaniac. And unfortunately, the end of iPad's run in Guilty Gear Strive Hero crossover. Turns out that Angie did learn Surf in time to not drown.
Yep. Good old phrase as we know it. Spin to win.
Spin to win. Spain without the A, as you might say.
Right. Well, we're gonna spin up our next set, which is Herba Silencia, against Catla, who I don't actually know who they play.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but they did beat Pokemaniac in a Game 5 set to actually get to this point to challenge her before that winner's side top 32 spot.
I actually think I have seen that name, but I'm not good with names. It's not coming to me.
What a tease! What a tease, man.
The illusion of knowledge and awareness.
Yeah, Herber, of course, most likely with the Eno. Don't think we'll see other characters. Not that I can think of. I can't think of Herber not playing Eno, to be honest.
The Enos and Pods definitely among the most loyal of players. Eno players especially, I've never seen an Eno player swap. Cuenca still plays Eno.
Yeah.
Herba still plays Eno. No, Huntlock. Huntlock got a job and swapped to Johnny.
That is a statement. Hunlock got a job and just knew it wasn't worth the time anymore. There was literally no time to carry on playing Eno and learning any setups. It's like I don't have it in me.
Oh, right, Slayer! You see the character comes back to me, and if this is just the button check character, then I'm gonna lose my mind.
True, we haven't really seen Slayer. Well, we haven't. This is our first time seeing Slayer today.
Yeah, no Slayers at all. And the character's really cool. I like him. Like he's, he's like not PG-13 levels of some insults people talk towards him, but he kind of needs to be that way. It's kind of part of the character.
It is part of what the character kind of does. To be fair,
like, I fought an extra Slayer, and they apologized to me. Were like, I kind of play it like a do-do it, and I'm like, that's okay. You play Slayer.
It's a Slayer.
It's literally what you're meant to be doing.
You're meant to do the funny power bunker. It's okay.
And they somehow translated it without giving him his invuln dashes. The players still don't block.
I don't think a Slayer player can understand the concept of blocking when they can backdash.
There's this one YouTube thumbnail, it's like embedded in my mind. It's like a Slayer and a Johnny from Exert, and it's like, that's an unblockable. And then the Slayer is like the Giga face, blocking question mark?
Blocking question. Unblockable, everything's unblockable to me.
I only see the un, I can't read. That sign can't stop me because I can't block.
I block like I read. I can't. What a statement.
That's No, we make all this fun, but the Slayer players do have to block in this game because the defense is quite weak.
Yeah, especially when you're dealing with a character like Ido. It's extremely tough for the Slayer to really get out of any situation, to be honest. That slightly slower backdash. I'm sure you get the Palmer Doom, but just having the slower backdash means you're innately having to deal with pressure a lot more differently compared to the rest of the cast.
Yeah, but preferably a Slayer, you just hit that 2H. It says counter.
And then you win, and you hope.
Yep, there we go. Gets the hit. Now we go for the Master's Hammer, be a bit greedy, and Herba jumps it. Herba is going to have to get that pressure, gets it.
That's already an early sign of being ready for the Slayer shenanigans off Dandy Step. Not quite an air throw, but if you're at least in the air avoiding the plus frames off Master's Hammer, you can see that the player does acknowledge and react correctly to that option.
Let's see if Katla can pull up. That was quite the dominant round. Thinking about it.
I think that might happen quite a lot in this set, where it's just kind of someone might just ends up getting a dominant round. Just from the necessity, from what their characters do. Like, Ido can effectively stop Slayer from playing at all for a round. And then on the flip side, Slayer just needs two 2Hs.
Or in case of this risk, maybe just one close. Yeah, spends the burst. That was full risk, close slash counter. You don't want to be holding that at all.
Yeah, with that beater as well, you might have actually almost got 100 tension.
I'm actually excited to see because they also said they're going to rework risk. Like a bit, they're going to make slow amounts of risk less important. Which I'm really interested to see because, like, I'm a nerd, I know all the numbers, and the risk system is quite embedded in the game. Like, the entire combo system revolves around risk.
Yeah.
I'm going to be quite interested to see how they work around that. Let's see how Katla works around the Predator.
What a 5p. Oh, that was IB as well. Ready with the fuzzy jump. Hammer. Oh.
That was a deflect shield.
That was definitely.
Orange Wild Assault good, but not quite that good. Does your laundry, maybe doesn't do your taxes.
Yeah, maybe not quite. Doesn't quite walk the dog. Puts the leash on, but doesn't do the full walk.
Yeah, Bandit just gotta be taken out the old fashioned way.
Bandit! Alright, positive. Chemical look kind of whiffed, so that's why Katla tried to react and get that little punish.
And Katla trying to slide to the DMs with the 2D. Herba says no, my DMs are closed.
You've got to visit the witch's hut if you want to try and pull up like that. Push frames, oi! The kiss of life or death.
Oh, trying to dash. If that was a forward dash, that would have been so. My brain would have expanded.
Jimmy Neutron electrodes popping off everywhere. Oi! Puts the hammer.
It's cheeky with the hammer on Katla's side. Gets the full conversion with the charge wild assault.
I will say that, you know, it's a character that the use of Wild Assault is so sick for those combos.
I do. Charge Orange Wild Assault combos are really cool. I'm that mechanic's biggest enemy, but the combos are cool.
Once you know, slapped away by the guitar. Slayer gently weeping.
Those stats are rough, they're turning into Mappa Crunches.
Mappa crunches.
What are we doing?
YRC. Oh, the YRC.
As they say, YRC, YRC.
There was a group R because everyone saw the slow-mo start of it. Herba looking real strong. Probably as you'd expect, to be honest. I think an Eno that can definitely get top 16 and maybe even further this weekend.
He's been around for quite some time. I think playing basically since release.
Yeah.
And I've never seen her on anything but Eno. Well, I've seen her get hit by Slayer 2H and get hit by the Master's Hammer trying to jump, but the back to Winston not quite getting the okay correct. Everyone pulls it out with the wall break. That is unfortunate.
Mad look into Fortissimo as well, so just that little bit extra damage to avoid the scaling of that first hit. One more tag up, it's the low. There's the stick, then the dust. Set point Herba to move on to top 32.
Fight the anti-air of the gods, get him in. Has been IPing all those cross-ups. Yeah, there we go, close slash counter. Now we look for the burst.
Very scrambly there. The slow overhead, the 6k. Okay, BSU coming in.
If that jump and blocks up the universe, I'm happy actually they didn't change the name because Nago literally has the same name.
Yeah. I kind of like that, actually, to be fair. Like, if there's even more vampire characters in the future, they also get blood-sucking universe. It'd be a cool concept.
You know, I remember the old Lucky notes where, like, in Nago's Blood Pop, it said, we trained him wrong because we thought it would be funny. I kind of miss those. Oh, back shots, finally.
The Gideons.
That.
Oh! 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 Yes!
あくまでも
Atla, okay. Swedish Slayer. Managing to get a game on the board here.
Going up Sting's just out of range with Punish. And there's another bite, you're in the world of hurt.
Oh!
Blue Universe Assault. Gonna spend the burst. That's a mythical burst. Immediately tries to go for the power bunker. Another bite, 50-50.
Yo, okay. Jump back button actually slammed away the Master's Hammer.
Yeah, we haven't seen the overhead a bunch. The overhead has to come out. No anti-airs.
Yeah, it's, I think happened maybe once. Even then it was kind of almost in a scramble where Herbert was already pressing, so it didn't really do much. I haven't even seen the low either. 5k.
And the frame shot with the power bunker.
It's only an opportunity to take us to a game 5. What a pickup as well. Getting one stick because it was a power bunker and then bring it back once more for the damage. As a bonus. Oh, the Hunchy! Oh! As a character where drop double routing can happen, it's definitely Slayer. Any drop combo, you just 2H and pray.
Even if the combo doesn't drop, you're already
2H and pray.
Yo. I'm already praying before the round starts. Got nothing on me. Oh, get the slow overhead.
But that 6k's been putting in work this set.
It has, especially the feint which they buffed in season 4.
Yeah.
Cool. He does a little bow, and then eventually you never get to see when he finishes it.
Why in North? YRC. Try to sneak in just that little delay 6k once more. Maybe it was going to actually be the fake out as well. Unsure, but Herbert, set point.
And Master Hammer 50-50. This time Urba Jump says, I've had enough. There goes the wild assault combo. Corner to corner, coast to coast.
Jeez.
And we're not even in America.
Yeah, Germany can't really do coast to coast.
Yeah, we don't really have coasts. We can do like delay train to delay train.
Delay. Hour delay to hour delay. Hopefully no misconnections.
Flashes out, getting the power bunker. Check out this time goes for the close slash. If we're not biting, has to spend the burst here, yeah. They hit the neutral that decides it all. I could see the 2H in their eyes.
I'm surprised that hasn't been pressed yet. Cross the hammer. Like the same side hammer, really. In time. That's not 6p. Oh my days. The drop on S though. Herbert able to get to free punish with the throw. Moves on to win this side. Top 32. Unfortunately, Catlin the Slayer gonna have to do count on the loser's side of things to try and make it out of the pool.
And then next up we have Nayudo, who is favored to win. Actually, is that winner's side?
I believe so.
It should be winner's side since we went.
It should be because it's Noidu Lucky, I assume. It'd be shocking to see that as a loser side set, I'll be honest.
I've seen crazier sets recent times.
CB1, I do believe this should be. I think it might actually be the last. Yeah, it is. So yeah, this is the last winner's side set for Pool B1. Looking at it, so Beta 130. We have, of course, had 78 win earlier on, and Orochi winning 3-0 off stream as well. So the French Nago has also made it into winner's side top 32 as well.
French car is definitely going to pull up. The French cat was really loud during the exhibition yesterday.
You can say Flash now.
Okay,
to be fair,
Flash.
Pachu's actually starting to make some noise as well.
Flashno and the others are going to pull up.
Flash no plus company. Flash no plus company. That's the easiest way to say it.
Nauru though favored to get top 8 seed.
Pretty much. I'd probably even further maybe.
Only has 1 offline results, which is probably the reason their seed is.
Not quite. Yeah, just that 5th at Hessen. So sitting on a couple of points.
I do think it's cool that the online is so good that we just have people pulling up to their first offline and getting like.
And getting real far. I can remember. I think it was Mix Up last year. So Mix Up 2024. That was like Sophia's first major, and they got 5th there, or 4th, I think, 4th or 5th, somewhere around there. And I'm just like, that is crazy to me.
Also Lackey from the Zero Fundamental crew, the Zero Fundies. Shout out to them having the little booth all the way back there.
They're doing all sorts of different community games, you know. You're holding it down.
They're always pulling up, they're always there. Also, they're playing Asuka and Mei.
Yeah, this is. I'm not getting paid by this. I'm not falling for this at all.
His actual character needs some QL changes, quantity of life.
I think that Axel Lowe needs slightly shorter normals.
I think Axel Lowe needs a slightly Axel higher health bar.
He needs Axel higher.
Those colors, though. I don't know if they're gonna let it rock.
I'm not gonna complain because the colors look amazing anyway.
I mean, they look cool. I just know they're banned by official rules.
Yeah, I wonder because I remember back in Street Fighter 5 when there were just costumes that were straight up banned. Like there was a Gil costume where it was basically just on fire. It was like a pyro costume, but the flames and stuff had like a heat haze on it, so it couldn't actually be used because you couldn't see like half of the buttons getting pressed.
Yep. I know these colors are banned next, so that's probably why they're banned here as well.
Ah, right.
Because next they also look a bit crazier. They also have the gold colors, the gold trimmer ones, which are also banned.
Oh yeah.
Also, actually, cool tidbit of Dizzy is okay. I'm not gonna. We're gonna take after the set.
No, this is your time.
Is my time? Do I get to?
It's
Okay. Wings of Light is actually community name for a move she had that the Dizzy bot had in Plus R. It's a community name, and they just took it and said, "We see you." We're gonna use that name and make it a move.
Look at that.
If you ever think that devs aren't paying attention, they definitely see what you're doing.
And as very little as Dizzy gets use, even more less use of the light, to be honest.
We hope it stays that way.
Yeah, for real.
Definitely move of all time.
Pretty overhyped move, to say the least. People were worried for those wings.
I was the evil guy saying that move isn't good. I just couldn't imagine a 10-second startup move to be good.
It can't, yeah. And it turned out you were right.
I watched too much Seija.
Test case free now.
And the mana is empty. This is going to be turning... If you get hit now, you're going to be TOD.
Yeah. That's what Lackey's looking for here. Oh, woo! What a 5p, another barrier's back. Mana fully stocked.
Sending that 6k to multi-hit low to get that strike throw set up. Positioning later. Oh, but gets in the arpeggio. Now gonna extend that book right over your head. Sometimes we don't need to read. Arpeggio number 2.
Get the pick up off this.
Sending the Howling Metron, the late Howling Metron, but hurting out a little bit. And gets the 5D.
The highlight mix. 5D or 2D. Gotta make that guess.
サンプルの解析、検証と解釈をリストに追加。
Getting hit by that dust like people in old lecture halls. I should have waited until you were done drinking, my bad.
The people at home can't see that, but my cheeks just puffed all the way up trying to hold that water in. Oh my god.
No burst, but also no mana.
I'm gonna get the low. RC to extend. Mr. Barry's now back up. Newly recognizing that with the burst, Teske's free bookmark super, trying to find a strong hand. But it's kind of awkward, there wasn't a mana card actually being pulled, but that's the change with the bookmark super where you can't stay in it for too long to find that perfect hand.
And also changing to Teske's 3, interesting decision because Teske's 3 is by far the most expensive one. So if you don't get the mana regen early on and it's the bottom of your deck,
Yeah, the Arpeggios in particular, as amazing as that spell is, costed Riley so.
yeah, and basically at the last tip of mana and health as well. So by tippy toes.
I think that's like the difference between like good Asukas and great Asukas is how they play when they don't have the mana just to throw out Q's constantly. It's why I always like Sando is realistically always kind of the best Asuka, but that's the reason why I always thought he was the best. Because of the way he could play without barrier.
Yeah, the way he adapted to bad hands and like.
Oh yeah, because he always kept getting like triple teleport hands in test case 3.
Yeah, bricked hands and then going like, yeah, I'm just gonna be a better player for a couple.
I'll just gap.
I'll just be a better player for like a couple minutes. It's gonna be okay.
Boy, meatballs. Yummy speed up staff, of course, and the cubes will now guard for a holding on to test case 1 still. You see that a lot where they'll get the guard crush staff, they'll swap to test case 3 to try and look for a pick. Speaking of test case 3, it's time. Reduced cost at the very least. It does manage to refill at the cost of some of the life. 6H connects.
I have to hold this. Has no card, only has a staff, the slowdown staff. So basically, bricked hand, completely empty with one bad spell. Now we get to redraw. We go back to test case 1 actually.
I kind of like that as the option, because you just get more sort of just nice, easier, reliable tools rather than the all-in that test case 3 tends to give. Get a more rounded style.
And it does have the power of 7 suns. The Ensaimada as it's called by
Samada. Tries to Russian Rexu. Jeez, where's the burst? Maki's got to do something to try and get out the corner. There's the burst. Got 50 tension available. Got to do something with it. Oh no!
no.
Not like this. Not like this. Unfortunate for Lackey there. Neither gonna move on into winners. Top 32 with the Asuka. I think, like you're saying, as expected, right, someone toted to go pretty far in this bracket. Very strong. Looked pretty damn strong as well yesterday in the team battle. So looking to keep that wave going. As I believe this is our other. This is our B2 last winners side set coming up next. Engel Mitaluzi!
He's gonna pull up. He was at my local a couple of times.
It's my Leo homie. Up against Marv. Interesting to see what Marv goes here. The two Germans having to duke it out here to try and get it on to winners side top 32. All to play for.
I don't actually know what Marv plays. Never seen their name around.
Yeah, I'm intrigued. So far in this pool, Rezel already through beat Quacken, and as did Shang Badung, our little Mappa Hunchy, even though he plays biking, but still. So both of those players also made it out, and of course we had Herbert on earlier who made it out, so this is the last winner's side set of B2 to finalise all of our winner's side of top 32, which of course will be later on today as well.
They're gonna see more of you. I'm not gonna be commentating anymore beyond this point. It's gonna be the last set for me. Probably gonna get used to Jonesy.
Yeah, you back, yeah. Shouts to Damascus. Was meant to be here, but shouts to motorcyclists thinking they can run red lights.
Absolute legend.
Turns out the thing that's illegal can cause accidents. Who would have thought? Who would have guessed?
Yeah.
So hopefully it's all in good and Damascus is comfy on his sofa or bed.
Yeah, luckily he didn't get hurt too bad. Just got prescribed the week of not moving. Which, as we know, for people who play video games, isn't that
Isn't the
bad.
worst thing. Especially considering he can just like Steam Deck it up as well or something.
Can just go into bed, say, oh, I'm gonna play Expedition 33.
Yeah, legit. It's like, oh no, I guess I'll start a new playthrough. Oh, what a shame.
Oh no, now I can't stream and host these tournaments and go commentate. Now I need to play these cool, amazing single player
Oh
games instead.
no, what a shame. I mean, to be fair, there is a wanted break anyway, so
Yeah.
that was already happening.
Everything kinda on break. We're all waiting for the patch.
Yeah.
Me especially.
But it makes sense, right? It makes sense. Of course, for the players, no break if they want to come here for crossover. And then next week is the Gold Plus event versus Fight as well. So I see Angle and Marv with the chip. Boy, the stats have the soul. We got those, okay.
Angle also played Chip for a while, so does probably know what the character does, but also just a Leo connoisseur.
Yeah.
Definitely enjoys the taste of Flash Kick and Ice Storm and all the good stuff.
Yeah, it can be. I think it's a bit of a tough matchup for Chip. Even when they want to try and do shenanigans with like J2K, you run the risk of just either getting flash kicked 5p, 6p, or closest. I even saw once, I think it was a Razzo set at UFA, where she did 2H, and I was like, okay, this. Leo's got pretty strong anti-air options, who would have thought?
I do love that they kept this close slash, the really big, like just a hit button.
Oh, it's actually my favorite button.
I love that button. But even when I get hit, I'm like, ah. Right, cut.
Oh,
Knocking on the
moving.
door. Knocking on the door says, "Let me in." Marsh opens the door and Angle says, "No, never mind." Going home.
just closes the door and says, like, I don't want to deal with this. I'm
Go.
out of here.
Set up the rope. Little candy stripes if you ever wonder why is it candy striped and when is it straight colored, which player want to play to. The 5H, the button of all time. Has done my homework, has done my taxes, has walked banded the dog.
Well, fishing for it, just getting the trades this time. Should be able to actually just finish off as well with the super. Goes for the more damaging one just in case. I think I have a super with the wall break damage anyway would have been enough, but better safe than sorry.
Just make sure.
Oh yeah, you don't want to give Leo a chance. Oh, a 5k!
The turbulence a big.
Fortunate.
Every day it walks banded. Don't you get the rope, get the conversion. Oh, we're gonna reset, we're gonna miss it, but and we're gonna varsity.
Yeah, at the very least, we talked about it earlier with the rope, even though it is all mids, you do naturally tend to stand up just because it's a character that's above you. And Leo, predominantly a character that doesn't want to stand up, you want to be down backing. You want to have that down charge. The Eisen Storm! We checked the weather reports, and we were clear of a Marv. It's the game.
Gonna be scary on top 32 and on top 8 because you and C4 are gonna be on, you're gonna be both Leo mains, and if you see you crouching on the stage, I'm not going close.
That's our secret. We'll be sitting down. We're always crouching.
Yeah, and C4 still plays Exo, that means he can DPRC.
Oh god, yeah, true. Hey man, to be fair, you can still RC off the heavy, but just because it's not frame 1 invul.
Oh, you're saying people use the as Eisensturm are cowards?
Listen, all I'm saying is if you're not using it for the invul, you might as well.
That is so
People
cool.
do, to be fair, they'll do like 5k, 6k, and they'll still do heavy flash kick just because they know they can still RC and then do high-low.
Right, we're gonna go back on the rope trying to take the outlet. Sadly, Leo, they'd be hitting downwards the angle. It's not the angle he wants. Actually, does Leo have any upwards hitting airbuds?
You've got kind of JS, I'd say. Because it's like a slight uppercut, so the second hit of JS is kind of, I'd argue it's upward, it's slightly above his head. I like how we're both just doing the patch, you know, we're just like, yeah! That's a storm!
Or especially you want to get a 5k trade, that is a favorable trade. And spend the bomb assault, get that corner pressure, super. Hyper.
Hyper. Ooh, run through. Yeah, if there's a character that's a risky stag, that's Gap. That is fair and honest. That's fair and honest.
People can't see me, but like,
That is fair and honest.
I pay my taxes.
Leo 2D is a fair and honest button. It should be plus on block.
He's a king, it doesn't need to be fair and honest. You can just have it. Go burst. And 5H connects immediately with the wall. No opportunity to burst. And hook is breaks the wall if not we're in the 50-50 world. But not the 50-50 world.
Yeah, he just keeps it safe, runs it back once more. Some positive bonus ticking over. But just taking that damage has meant that Engel has now built 50 tension. Backdash BRC, tried to get the dash 5k.
Looking for the burst, not getting it. Engel saying, yeah, I'm gonna keep that for next round.
Yeah, I'll
Thank
give you the
very much.
round, it's all good. And I think that little delay Marv recognised it, finishing the combo. The hidden handshake is a weird what? Bash throw though. Whoa!
Okay.
That's a DP. That was definitely dash 2D. Oi, double X! Looking lang. Okay.
Oh, you're alive!
I'm actually shocked.
I'm shook it.
This damn season. I know you like it because people live. I should have killed.
I've actually returned. When I watch tag fighters, I'm like, I actually like it when people just like kind of go, like the health bars just explode. Kind of cool.
2K2D. Oh yeah, you can't. That's the risk with left-right shenanigans. There's a character that's just not going to care because you're holding down.
Oh
My god, that's actually damage as well. Hold on.
no!
Oh no! Imagine if you could do that on the rope. Oh, that would be sick.
All right, Arxis fly this man in. He's got an idea.
Oh no!
Oh.
You got the little micro dash process as well. Oh, you could have extended that. You could have RC'd into loops, but it's okay. Fishing for a reversal. 2H forces the pop burst. Heavy boom out.
Oh.
Imagine if that juggled.
I saw it from my head. Look at flash kick.
Oh, with the low!
Oh no, that's kill.
Oh my days, the flash kick! Angle.
Flash kick my heart. Forget the Bridget move.
親のレシピは俺の
Forget kickstart my heart. We're going
Flash
straight
kick
to
my heart.
inbone.
Yo, 3-1 to Angle. Moves on to winner's side top 8. Marv, unfortunately, has to face off against Pokemaniac to try and make it into top 32. But I believe that will be played off stream. And that's all of our winner's side top 32 sets sorted. So we'll be on with that later on. Like Deck was saying, that's probably going to be myself and man like C4. Deck, how have you enjoyed this pause?
This pause was really fun. I like that last set. I like most of the sets actually. Pretty close. We had a lot of close games. We had some steam rolls, but overall, good sets. I had fun. I enjoyed myself. Did you enjoy yourself?
I did. I always have fun when I get to be on the Yapnerd podcast. And now we got to do the Yapnerd podcast offline. So fantastic stuff. And if you want to catch Deck Nud, you can always just pull up to EMEA GGST on the Thursday nights for Striving for Glory.
We're going to be back on August 28th. We're waiting for the patch.
Waiting for the patch.
And we're going to host at least a couple on the patch if the patch is good, which I really think it will be.
Yeah.
I've read the interviews.
I think Arxis are cooking.
I had the
I think they're cooking.
Birds Whisper.
Yeah, that's going to be it from us, I do believe. But stick around, stay tuned. I believe it's some Street Fighter pulls action, and then I think Strive Top 32 moves on to the main stage. So I think the main crossover stream there. So if you need to swap over, feel free to. If you want to watch Street Fighter, make sure you've got this stream still open, or you just have both tabs open.
There's
And then you can watch both.
Shout out to Minerals, the multi-stream legend. Always on every stream.
Unlock.
Unlock.
Exclamation mark Minerals.
Yeah.
It's all covered. That is going to be it from us. Stick around, stay tuned for more crossover action. Peace.